time. It is time for the stream and the memes. Not really the memes, but the cringe. Definitely the cringe. But anyway, let's... Why did I say let's? That's not a good intro for this stream. That's how I should usually start my stream. Anyway. Anyway. What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of appabend's meme stream. It is time for the memes. It is time for the stream. Well, not really. It's about 1 hour and 60 minutes before we actually get to the streams. I'm getting early today. Don't know why. But anyway, how are you guys doing? You guys are doing very well. What you guys have been up to? What you guys have been listening to? What you guys have been playing? What you guys have been watching? What you guys have been reading? Let me know in the chat. For the first 1 hour and 16 minutes of the stream, we're gonna do some Q&A. We're gonna do some all of that stuff, Q&A stuff, before we actually get into the stream and talk about cringy, dumb gaming, political takes, and everything like that. The usual stuff, you all know. But anyway, as for me, what I've been doing, what have I been playing? I've never actually posted two reviews. I've never actually posted as much videos as I did this week, but I did post quite a bunch of videos, and people are not a fan of my take on Horizon Zero Dawn, which is perfectly fine. I still stand by that. But also still stand by my take on Buddy Girl Senpai, and people not a fan of that. But regardless, I've been playing I've been playing Prey. Prey again. Been replaying Prey again because I love Prey. Prey is great. And then I've also been replaying Disco Elysium, which I find very interesting, dude. One thing I did notice about Disco Elysium is the fact that this is a game that lets you to subscribe to the ideology of race realists, but it pretty much censors the word, the F word that is supposed to denote the gays. And I find that very odd, game. It's okay for you to subscribe to race realist theory, but not okay for you to say the F word. Not okay. Yeah, I've been having way too much fun as always. I don't know if Richie Golden Eagle says that every single time in his videos. It's not his videos, on his stream. That he's been having way too much fun. But anyway. Let's get to the chat here. As for what have I haven't been watching anything. Just watching, I suppose, rewatching clips of House. But aside from that, not really. Anyway, let's get to the chat here. Somebody get the graham crackers with chocolate and marshmallows. No graham crackers here, just regular ones. Hello, friends. Watching Nick Beardia will up our lives. Been my birthday for 15 minutes here in Finland. That's pretty cool. Happy birthday. Man, is it good to be in a good mood? Ripping and brainstorming another theme idea based on a piano? Cool. Also, going back to Gran Turismo 6 on PS3, the 5 was better. Sony is dead to me and been thinking Steam is the best option to buy indie games and AA games. I'm gonna have to break my vow. Oof. Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel will be shown in 2 weeks in theaters in my country. Bet Aniplex did post some strings here. Oof. Didn't buy any game from Steam since 2018 summer. I decided to change my profile back to a JoJo theme one because it's just watching JoJo anime. I want to honor to have that picture. I miss doing D&D with my dudes. What's your take on Stellaris? I haven't played Stellaris, so... since I watched JoJo Part 3 to its completion, it was a time to say goodbye to Joel Sims for memed House of Dios as he burned the house to a crypt to the end of the part. Thinking of seeing another theme that I'm making piano part, blah, blah, blah. While procrastinating and finishing my very first character themes, I'm stuck on missing everything. Appabend should stick to games because his politic takes are pure cringe. Appabend should stick to games because his politic takes are pure cringe. Well, I won't deny that I may have bad political takes before, but I do want to know examples of which political takes that I have that you would consider pure cringe. Well, I have gaming takes that I would consider pure cringe. So actually, a lot of my takes are pure cringe, but politically, in terms of politics, I would like examples. Otherwise, I'm just going to dismiss that. Currently, I'm assuming we're working on composing funny thing to the teacher of the program. One that says you need to know the music theories is better that you do not. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Jet Stag Force 3 on my PSP emulator. Games is better than politics. Well, I can't deny that, but let's see. Most takes on Twitter are cringe, but it doesn't make appabend's political takes any less cringe. Again, examples. I would know what political takes. Do you even know my political stance on anything? What are the examples of political takes that I have that are cringe? Just because there's more cringe somewhere out there, that doesn't mean you should put your own cringe spin out there. again, which one of it is cringe? Maybe there's a take that I have that I don't know is cringe, and then I put it out as cringe. I would like to know. I'm still learning on this world. I'm young and I'm still learning, and I'm trying to learn everything and all the ropes and everything like that. I'm not some I'm not some brick wall that can just be forced to that I can learn a thing or two, you know? Maybe would it be better if you make me less cringe if that's the case. But better search BLS tune version of new tunes. I am 99% sure appabend will use a lot of terms today, meaning of which he probably doesn't even understand. Again, which term? Which term that I won't understand? Please tell me. Otherwise, you are preemptively telling me that I'm going to have bad takes, which I don't blame people for saying, but I would like to know why. I'm learning as well. I'm on my second week of college and I'm already losing my mind. Just finished the first 3 seasons of Breaking Bad, and I think it's good. It is good. It is really good. How's Stop Simping Simulator September going for you? I don't think the Sims are going to stop simping, but personally, well, I haven't been simping to literally anyone other than I suppose I'm way too busy spending time on my paper revision because I finished my trial, and I got an A for my thesis trial, but I haven't finished the thesis. And I'm like, wait, why are you giving me a score when I haven't even finished it? I haven't revised it. I have finished the trial, but I haven't revised it. So why are you giving me the score at that time? That's kind of weird. But anyway. Hi, Appa. Why do you start stream so early? Because I am always early, unlike Raging Golden Eagle. I ended up getting Wasteland 3. Would recommend. Do you support Stand With Sophie? I don't know what that is. OAD is dead. You do this again, I'm annexing Indonesia. Now the cringe town begins to the science and reality deniers. Are you gonna buy the RTX 3090? RTX 3090? Probably not. The thing is, the only reason why I would buy a new graphics card is if I cannot run the games that I want to run in at very least. Because here's the thing, this is my kind of hot take on a PC as a PC gaming guy. I can know the difference between a 30 FPS and a 60 FPS, but sometimes because my laptop is really loves to heat up a lot, that's why I kind of just cap the frame rate to 40 at the very least, so that the laptop doesn't burn up. If I put it if the laptop tries to run it at 60 FPS, it just heats up to like 90 degrees, and I'm like, nah, that's not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with that shit. So yeah, as for would I buy an RTX 3090 or any of the Neo RTX graphics cards? My brother is still using my PC to play Minecraft, so I don't think he's gonna be budging at any graphics card anytime soon. So no, we'll see. Why do big Discord servers hate free speech? Well, it's the official big Discord server, so you can't really expect a lot from them. Have you seen any Western shows lately? I've been watching Infinity Train. I've been enjoying it. Would you count Kung Fu starring David Carradine as a Western show? Because I've been seeing clips of it, but not the show. I've been seeing clips of it. I've kind of been into it. I've been wanting to watch that show because I kind of like. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a guy of a guy learning kung fu and going into the West and just beating the living shit out of people. Anyway, gonna be getting Conquest of the Crystal Palace for the NES and mail sometime soon. Whoa, One Angry Gamer is that. Your take on Koi no Katachi is bad. No, I will still stand by that. That is not a bad take. I can explain. I have explained. I'm working on my hentai game. I tested some balance over the combat and make the joke weapon accidentally OP. I've been watching Gorilla Gun. Cool. I got banned from a Discord server for saying hashtag free speech. Damn. Hey Appa, what headphones are you using? Wanted to buy some for a while. Don't buy this. This is pretty expensive. This is the Logitech G633 Orion Spectrum, I think. This is the headset that I've been using for a while now. And don't buy this. This is expensive. I would rather you recommend buy much cheaper Logitech one, the one that goes about $40 to $50. I think that should do a lot of you guys enough. So this one has 7.1 surround sound, which I don't use because I use the aux, the 3.5 jack instead of the USB connection, which this does have and also has RGB. But this thing is overkill for my use. So I finally watched episodes 1 to 7 of JoJo Part 4 and I like it so far. Hopefully it becomes my new favorite part since Part 2 is my favorite. Yes. Reggie Golden Eagle says, having way too much fun as always in his rants at the end of the streams. I've been playing Call of Duty World War II lately. For some reason, I'm starting to like the multiplayer, even though I've only played the shipment 1944. I spent 20 minutes writing an essay for a film theory rebuttal in the comments just to find a comment that sums up my points, but better. When your thumbnail is a demon screaming, "Screw you, capitalism." Hello, everyone. I have an insane fetish for monster girls. Well, who isn't? Replaying some NES and SNES games because of nostalgia purposes. Cool. Twitter users are retarded. So first time, what you're discussing? A bunch of stuff, depending on the chat. I've been playing Rainbow Siege 6 and Vermintide 2. Also, I'm making a coffee shop. I beat Wario Land 2 the other day. I finally see where Pizza Tower get inspiration from. Also, fuck Ubisoft for not acknowledging Raymond's birthday. Hey, Appa in chat. How did Shuan Head become a commie? I don't know and I don't really care. Playing Hunter Call of the Wild. We're grinding some missions in the game. Money right now. I got a couple of gift arts so far already. Almost everything done for the PC. One thing left is a gaming mouse that should come in today. Cool. You watching the new season of Ray Zero? No, I haven't seen the first Ray Zero in full, so... I find Appa stakes base. Did you see the VAs have a shit fit over Vic making a Corona joke? I kind of missed that. I missed that, so... spent $100 on the VDS, starting playing Ultra Kill while it's on sale. Bought the Ace Attorney Trilogy, also on sale. Yeah, I saw that. And pre-ordered the Mario 3D Trilogy. Also, Plants vs. Zombies, PvZ, is on sale. Oh yeah, I just finished the script last night. I'm just waiting for my friend to proofread before I record my lines. Your political stance on the protests in the US at the moment is a bit cringe. Okay. Explain. Explain how it's cringe. You don't explain. You just point out this thing is cringe. Well, I don't know if it's cringe other than the fact that you said. So, did you hear about what Yandere Dev did this week? In case you didn't, he released the demo for his game with Osana in it. Okay. I start playing a dungeon freaking auto-scroll. I start playing Dungeon Maker. You play as the Dark Lord and manage your dungeon, take prisoners, corrupt them, and defeat the goddesses. Also, everyone is a waifu. OMG, Destiny is based now. I've been kind of missing that, actually. I'm older and have to read the information to have a lot of deja vus. The world cringe is cringe. Why is everyone saying your stands are cringe? I don't know. Somebody said in the chat. Revolutionist for one. Okay, what about it? What about it? What about it? What about it? I don't get it. What about it? Everyone shitting on Appa today? I don't know. 127 views, 30 likes, hit the like button. Sims need a reality check. Currently tired from a busy day, trying to relax with some DLC stuff for Tekken 7. Should have spent more time going to first snows. Feels bad, man. Well, Oliver always knew how to go out with a bang. Sims need some male role models who do not simp. Appa simping for his thesis, a true 2D waifu simp. Have you tried the Yandere Sim demo? No. Why the hell would I? Do you need no education? Are you just another brick in the wall? Well, unlike contrary to popular belief, or at least depending on the topic at hand, you can at least tell me why my take is cringe. I might or might not change my mind. I'm not always flexible, but there are times where I do. You don't know. You just try. Anyway, why is my view count stuck in there? Might gotta refresh that. Is the Monogatari series worth watching? I haven't seen it, so I've only seen clips of it. I don't think every Ubisoft game is god-awful. Depends on which era of Ubisoft games. If you're talking about the older era Ubisoft games, I would agree. But if you're talking about the newer era Ubisoft games, ooh, man. I like For Honor and it was good, real good at Rainbow Six Siege before I retired. Yeah, the problem is my brother is also like a huge Rainbow Six Siege. He played Rainbow Six Siege for like, what, 600, 700 hours? Maybe even thousands, I don't know. A lot of times. And he quits Rainbow Six Siege because there are a lot of cheaters in it. As for Honor, I haven't played, he hasn't played For Honor. I haven't played For Honor, so I can't say. How's the plague been going over there? The plague is pretty bad. It's affecting pretty much everybody, including me, my brother, everybody, my family. So, apa kabar? Well, baik-baik saja. Terima kasih. Terima kasih untuk datang ke stream yang ini. Anyway, imagine an anime about the Twitch thought. PP, sorry for a Pipi's prank on some Indonesian YouTuber is so funny. I'm still laughing. Why is your word of PP so funny? Pipis means ping. Pipis means ping, in case people don't know in the chat. Pipis means ping, but it can also... The thing is, that's not the only word that describes ping. Kencing can also be used as ping. Gross 40 frames. Everyone that gets here at this hour is true and straight. Did you see some ordinary gamers video on MGS4? Yeah, I saw it. I mean, damn. I haven't seen it in full, but I've seen a good portion of it. And yeah, I mean, he's simping. He is simping for MGS4 and Kojima and the rest of the series, and I can't blame him. Been listening to Tatsuro Yamashita funk albums. Oh yeah, forgot. Streamlabs, links down below, ladies and gentlemen. Donations, I don't know what I set the donation. I just set this for like a monthly goal. If we can make it $500 at the end of the month, that would be great. But if not, well, that's perfectly fine as well. About your Horizon video, it reminded me how game journalists and sometimes even other players give praise to a game only because it has pretty graphics. Yeah. Started watching Breaking Bad lately. Also see if you would check out Crusader Kings 3 since they have a Game Pass subscription. Cool. I got a laptop with an RTX 2060 right before they announced the 3090. Oof. Well, thankfully, you don't really need the 3090 at this point, so as long as you can still play your video games is fine. I slept early today so I can watch the stream. Decided to watch Gundam War in the Pocket. Didn't expect to tear up. I'm saving for the RTX 3090 because I'm planning on building a completely new PC. Cool. You're excited for the Infinity Train movie. I don't know what that is. So, how does one keep their passion from leading to pretense? Define leading to pretense. Best to not stress out the laptops for gaming. Yep. I need some Weeb games right now. Well, there are a bunch of Weeb games on Steam if you're still going on Weeb games on Steam, so... Did you watch Tenet? I haven't seen Tenet. I want to watch Tenet. Your take on Koi no Katachi is bad. Had to Google that thinking it was something else. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on Disney's Treasure Planet. While it is a failure at the box office, it's garnered a following in the past 15 years. Treasure Planet was awesome. I really love Treasure Planet. It's a great cartoon. Haven't seen it in a while. I saw it on TV back when I was like a kid. But it was a great show. A great film. Love it. Thoughts on gamer chairs? Overpriced. Don't buy it. Logitech Spectrum is hot garbage. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said don't buy this. Buy a Corsair headset or any other brands. Or my brother uses a HyperX Cloud Alpha. So, do you have any tips for someone trying to build a PC? Depends. Which tips do you need? Do you need the building part tips? Do you need the part hunting tips? Do you want the which tips? Which tips do you want to get on the PC building? The best that I can do right now for general is RTFM, as in read the freaking manual. What do you think of Premiere? That Trigger movie was literally fire in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like Premiere. And the reason why I don't like Premiere is because, I think I've said this many times on stream, is because it could have been a 12-episode anime and the story was way too cramped in that 1 hour, like 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hour film. And it could have been done so much better. As for the story and the characters, there's so much potential. There's so much potential for it. I just would have liked to see a series out of it or a mini series out of it instead of a full-blown like a film anime. But the visuals are nice, but that's pretty much a lot of Studio Trigger's animes. They have great visuals, but not exactly amazing stories. So looks like you're growing a goatee. Also, back when I played The Division, I was a member of the NYPD clan. Right. I stand with Sophie is a hashtag meant to support a 9-year-old girl who's getting abused by her mom's boyfriend, and the dad is trying to get custody, but the judge is biased towards the mom. It's messed up. Jeez. You have to cash the cash and will be left poor by such a big purchase. It is not so bad to go overkill. Did you know that Keanu Reeves is making a comic? Cool. Howdy friend, just finished training my aerials in Rocket League. Competitive is getting harder. Competitive Rocket League, goddamn, that's quite a risk. I have desire to show these more guardians who cry at any amount of attractiveness the disgusting gore hentai I actually fap to. They would probably stop working 404. Oh yeah, appabend, the timer isn't working. No, timer's working. Right there. Well, why is the timer not working? Timer's up there on the top left now instead of the top bottom right, so... Have you seen the Mario drama? I don't see the Mario drama. I've seen that Mario is going to release their older 3D games on Switch, but only for a limited time. I think that's bullshit, but aside from that, not much. Oh shit, never mind. If I lick the frog, am I going to become gay? I don't know. Are the frogs gay? Monster Girls is better than real women's. At least the monster is on the outside in the case of Monster Girls. I watched this anime film from last year called Children of the Sea. Personally speaking, I thought it was an ethereal, eye-opening, drop-dead gorgeous experience, but that's just me. Well, I haven't seen it, so... I'm a bit surprised that Jotaro changed physically in part 4. Jotaro is buff in part 3 and 17, and Jotaro is less buff in part 4 at 30, probably. What the heck happened in between those years? Well, I have no idea, but... oh god, I forgot to open my Streamlabs donation. Hold on a second. There you go. Come on, Streamlabs, load your shit. DJ Robot, 31 buck. I'm fine with the fact that Mario 3D All Stars will be limited release, but call bitter if you want. Seriously, no Galaxy 2. Oh well, at least 3D World is finally coming to the Switch. That game gets a lot of flack, and I don't know why. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming as usual. Nations, links down below, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, as for going back to JoJo, I do notice you guys need to be aware of the feminization of JoJo. It starts from part 3. Ever since part 3, JoJo becomes progressively more and more feminine, and it peaks at part 6 where the protagonist is literally a woman. And then it kind of shifts back and forth between kind of feminine but kind of not in part 7 and part 8. So, have you heard that Jackie Chan got screwed over by China's commie government? I don't. So honestly, I don't remember Appa's take on Koi no Katachi. That's because I always say it on stream. Koi no Katachi, I'm not a fan of the film. I love the first half of the film when it talks about the story of the bully redemption arc and the love story between the bully and the girl who's being bullied. But I hated the second half because the second half is high school drama BS that is completely unrelated to the first half that makes every single character at that point to be completely unlikable. If you want a much better version of the entire film, I'd suggest watching Anthem of the Hearts because every single character in that film actually has better character development and actually likable at the end. And even the official couple, I kind of support that one. So yeah, that's my take. In Sojira's voice, let me explain. Is Shakespeare taught in Indonesia? Depends. It depends. Not on school, I think. Maybe on plays. It's cringe because you're a centrist trademark. Oh, Outrosco, why you're still here. What is cringe? Appa, don't hurt me. Appa, don't hurt me no more. I want to get my dad a new gaming laptop for Christmas. Laptop because we don't have any room for desktop. Which one should I get? Again, depends. It depends. Do you move out a lot? If you move out a lot, then therefore a laptop is better suited for you. But if you don't move out a lot, then I suppose a desktop would be suited for you. But then again, these days, how can you really move out? Destiny is based now as he is for Americans shooting the rioters. Well, Taki has seen appabend's video, yes. Okay. And not really a Twitter user. Okay, again, I need examples on the takes. Now that Toonami has come back to South America, do you think that block can come to your local Cartoon Network? Not a freaking chance. Your stance on the US protests were very based and not cringe at all. Again, I don't know which part of it is cringe. Chris Reagan be like, I don't love communism, but people who don't like it are cringe. I don't know. I don't know his take in general, so. Sonic Amateur Game Expo Sage is starting next week. I'm hype. Kyle Rittenhouse did nothing wrong. 10 years ago today, Denis Villeneuve's 2010 war drama Incendies has his premise. Well, he made that film? Well, I thought your take on Blem was a good one. Whatever good intentions they had years ago is long gone. Well, there you go. I mean, I had an opinion on BLM, but don't say it to anyone. It's a fucking minefield. Netflix doing its way with translation like screw capitalism in Japan due to content. It just says around the line of Retsuko, the demonic-looking red panda being trapped in such situation. Sad news from Japan recently that one Sega arcade closed down all this time. Did you watch the New Mutants? I haven't seen the New Mutants. Family Cow? Family Cow. Yeah, Family Cow. It's on the bed sheet. I really should change that. Anyway, seeing the people on Twitter you follow having a mental breakdown really makes me feel bad. Literally just came off of For Honor, as you mentioned, Ubisoft and the game itself. I didn't see the video yet. Have you seen Gintama? I've seen a couple of episodes of Gintama, but I'm not a fan. I thought the series was more focused on pop culture reference, or at least the episodes that I've seen is more focused on pop culture references and anime references that I probably wouldn't get. So anyway, I'm excited for Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collection. Can't wait for it to be released. If it's current Ubisoft, the only things they made in the last few years that are probably worth the time are Rayman and that Mario plus Rabbids game. Yet you get something from video games. Do you really think this world is turning to the world of Shimoneta? Well, it has always been the world of Shimoneta. Mutahar's small MGS4 review. So Nvidia has their own Stadia thing, except it takes games from your game library in Steam and such, though not all of the games. You can play on their servers for an hour straight for free. Yeah, it's their Nvidia Game Now, I think. GeForce Now. There we go. Mutar is probably the only guy I've seen that had a negative opinion on Metal Gear Rising, and it's actually pretty valid. Really? He didn't like Metal Gear Rising. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. The Reddit Anti-Evil Corporation's team removing official art of the subreddit's game is next level of fucking disgusting. Other than that, I just shrug at stuff like Tom Clancy games and Assassin's Creed. Infinity Train is so good, I still need to watch the second and third seasons though. Infinity Train movie when? And that being said, I can now play Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlore with smooth frame rates and nice graphics. Cool. I recommend Tenet. I haven't seen Tenet. I do want to see Tenet. I got a gaming laptop. We'll make sure it'll be around for 10 years. Well, so how bad is the new Agretsuko season? I actually haven't seen it, so can't really say. I got to talk about Charlie Moist Critical on Answer Us YouTube trend. Well, it's already been resolved, so I don't really see how my take is going to impact anything. Although I think we all agree that YouTube has been cringe, has been bad lately. So the lecture in Japanese screams like yarareta. The meaning is like she's defeated or something along those lines. So how is the Access Zero event leading you to treating you fellow Fate players? How the hell are you keeping up with reading every single comment? Oh my god. Well, there are not a lot of people in the chat. If there are a lot of people in the chat, I might have been overwhelmed. But if it's like maybe 1,000 people in the chat, maybe a bit got overwhelmed. But even if there are like 1,000, I might have tried to like do a bit of a timeout and make it a time chat instead of a live chat, but now it's a live chat. So anyway, the moment I hear post-apocalyptic setting, I say hard pass. Well, web games are like the Force. It is everywhere and flow through us. Atlantis is better than Treasure Planet. Well, I watch both and I wouldn't say either one or is better. Can't watch Breaking Bad and then not watch Better Call Saul. Also, movie El Camino after finishing Breaking Bad. Man, that movie was the shit. Every year on the vacation road, we watch it religiously with my brothers. We could pretty much recite every single line from the French version. Damn. France can give some advice with roleplays and revolutions, eh? Did you see the whole Penguin Zero drama? Hot take, he deserved it. All effort reaction channels should be taken down. Jeez. Because they make low effort content? Come on. I mean, that's not exactly a good reason to take channel down. I mean, but a lot of channels in YouTube will be taken down if they make low effort content. I mean, anyway. Also, a comment I made on a certain video years ago is still getting the same replies. 300 plus of them the same reply for an unedited comment is something, but I keep getting notifications of it. Just turn it off. Anyway, I'm quite tired of realistic AAA games. Freaking auto-scroll. Oh, God. Now I lost it. Jeez. Auto scroll, where is it? Oh my god. There we go. I'm quite tired of realistic AAA games. I wish you could go back to ageless stylizing. For example, I'm pretty sure Persona 5 would still look awesome in contrast to Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. Hey Appa, funny thing I missed last stream because it was in the direct path of Hurricane Laura. Jeez. Thankfully, it was a Cat 2 by the time it hit, so I only lost power and internet for 5 days. God damn. Rest in peace. Jeez. I also watched Season 3 of Infinity Train in one sitting last Monday, and I enjoyed the season play with my emotions. All right. How bad is the new Agretsuko season? Again, I haven't seen it. So, you watch any Kamen Rider yet? I haven't seen any Kamen Rider in a while. So, have you brushed your teeth yet? That's a weird question. I've always brushed my teeth. Well, I haven't brushed my teeth now, but every single time I take a bath, I always brush my teeth. Hi Appa, watch your latest Ubisoft video. In that video, you sound very depressed. I know the company is very shady. You almost sound like you have lost the will to live. I hope you're okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I do take the depressed tone for companies. And I'm just tired. Ubisoft, I'm just tired. So I'm just really, really tired with Ubisoft. Anyway, Appa, should the Heavens Feel Route be an anime series instead of a movie? I don't know. I really don't know. It depends on what. I just don't really care about the animes in general. I just play the visual novel and be done with it. Yes, the collection will get delisted on March 31st, but that also applies to the Battle Royale, which doesn't have any kind of preservation with its digital-only nature. Well, limited release is one of the reasons why piracy thrives everywhere. Can't wait for Switches with copies of Mario Collection being sold for thousands of dollars. Agretsuko Season 2 was pretty lackluster in my opinion. Not really sure about Season 3. Well, I haven't seen it, so. And in Part 7, Johnny has a bug bite fetish and is clearly in love with YRO. I actually enjoy both versions. It is unusual for me to say dubs and subs of Retsuko having their own taste of it. Dubs volume is a bit tuned down, though. Okay. Honestly, I find that centrist trademark thing obnoxious. I'm not the one throwing that. It's just the really angry crowd. So, I like the movie and I still like it, but I can see your point. Well, there you go. One of these days, I have to check out A Silent Voice. Also, I watched Fully Coolly Alternative and I thought it was meh. The OG is still the best. Also watched Otaku no Video and it was the weirdest, most interesting thing I've seen in a while. Well, what do you think is the best anime studio? I can't really pick one. A lot of anime studios make a lot of anime, so just watch The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. I've tried Haruhi Suzumiya. It's not my thing. Like, they literally have footage of Sophie begging not to visit my mom and the judge is trying to delete evidence online. She literally said she got molested, but that's not enough somehow. Jeez. Destiny more so said right-wing Americans can shoot the rioters. OMG, that explains why the protagonist and the other characters from Part 5 look skinny but buff. Also, New Retsuko experienced what gacha player or any consumer who play AAA games feel in Season 3. I need to catch up with the Gretsuko. Haven't seen Season 2. The Season 3 pseudo-drama remind me of that. Watch Season 2 and now Season 3. Everything's cringe in some ways. Cow fam. Did you see Anthony Fantano bully? We'll get to that. With that shirt on, you look like Tumblr redraw of Ryuji. Actually, that's not a bad comparison. You know what? I'm gonna remove my hat and just like make my hair spiky. And try to make, I don't know if there's a way, man, just gonna remove my hand and say, hey, this is Ryuji, or for more authenticity, just remove the glasses in general, actually. Appa, are you in 5 a.m. right now? Not ngantuk or anything? No, I'm not. I just slept. I slept at like, around 2 a.m. And then I wake up at like 4. I've already slept a lot before that, so not really that much of a problem. My sleep schedule is fucked in general, so. Metal Gear Revenge game. Well, that one boss is annoying. Shimoneta is the prophecy. Remember, it's only gays if the balls touch and all sweating gets stuck together. It's like sticky frog skin. Razor Fist didn't like Rising either, but that is to be expected. I mean, he doesn't like Metal Gear Solid in general. Metal Gear Rising was my first Metal Gear Solid game. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have problems. Metal Gear game doesn't mean it doesn't have problems. I already built a PC. No money to buy games on Steam. Well, you can pirate games. There's always an option. Agretsuko Season 3 was mad best. Wasn't as fun as compared to Season 1 and 2. This one is basically a hard Guro version of Shimoneta and the most disturbing kind. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Guardian Tales and 209. Okay. I do love the OTM girls. Well, hope he didn't criticize MGR's soundtrack. How can you tell that Semineta is not real? Shimoneta. Not Semineta. I don't know what Semineta is. Hey, appabend, love your stuff. Well, thank you. You're welcome. What is it? Thank you. You're welcome. That's weird. Thanks to you, I am base. Well, cool. Small chats are the best chat. I kind of hate how Nintendo snubs Super Mario Galaxy 2 in every way possible. It's not in 3D All-Stars, and it wasn't even in retrospective. And I really like Super Mario Galaxy 2 too. All right. Speaking of Muda, speaking Indonesian for the memes. No thanks. Wait, it's been all Shimoneta? Appa always has been. Hello, Appa in chat. He only dislikes the story aspect because he was expecting an explanation about how Raiden rescues Sunny from the Patriots instead of the prolongation of the PMC arc with Raiden being edgy again. Oh, well, that's actually not a bad reason. Actually, the story in general is not very good in Metal Gear Rising. The memes are nice, though. Ever heard of Burnout Paradise? Yes, I've heard of Burnout Paradise. I played it. It was fine. It was okay. It's not exactly Burnout 3, but it does the job, so... Soul memes are epic. Soul memes. Breaking Bad spoiler me. Charlie is better than low effort reaction. What? Well, I don't know. Somebody said that. Hello. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing very well too. Thank you. Treasure Planet was great to me. Do you have a Discord server? I do have a Discord server, but it's only for patrons. It's a patrons exclusive and a subscribe star exclusive. So if you want to access my Discord server, go to my Patreon. Go donate there. But if you don't like Patreon, you can use subscribe star instead. Also, Streamlabs, links down below. Let's see if we can make it to 500 bucks on this month. But if you can't, well, that's perfectly fine too. So, Agretsuko Season 3 needs a bit of an episode because the half of the end of the season seems rushed to status quo. Auto-scroll strikes even harder. Shitting on Penguin Zero for a small handful of his content is like saying you hate a sandwich because a fly landed on it once and you were 5. Jeez. Auto-scroll and evil alternative Appa will team up together. Revolutionaries, screw you, capitalism also. Revolutionaries. Posting pics using devices that only exist under capitalism. YouTube is very much cringe. They allow people such as pollution vids to be on YouTube. A South American who hurts kittens and puppies along with other people who post saving animals and hurting them. Yeah, know who called that out? Penguin Zero and Muda Hard too. So, is Kamen Rider good? I haven't seen a lot of Kamen Riders to make a judgment on that. So, tired Ben. Oh shoot, I find to brush my teeth. And other things while banning commentary channels. Hell, I watch a lot of those to get takes while seeing I agree with them or need some information I'm missing. Which is better, Orpheus, Izanagi, or a Sin? Depends. That depends. That really depends on which aspect you consider you want to judge it from. Poor Sabbath, I'm personally a Beauty and the Beast kind of guy. I get confused when people get upset with Leafy getting removed and then advocate others getting removed. Yeah, exactly. Any chance you'll put a DSP since streaming is the first thing you do of the day? DSP as in I suck at the video game? I always suck at every video game, so... Saber, I mean. Break up with your girlfriend. This is no simping September. Well, I haven't been simping to my girlfriend in a while. I'm mostly simping to my my thesis paper. So, what do you really think is the best anime studio? Again, the anime studios, there are a lot of anime studios that make stuff. I can't really exactly pinpoint which one is the best because they make a lot of stuff. Hey, Appa, I sent you an email asking about what computer build is convenient for X amount of budget a few weeks ago. Can you take a look, please? I'm unsure how to make a build. Oh, geez. Really? You did? Oh man, I need to check that out. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna check that out. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna reply that after the stream. I'm really sorry about that. Yoko Taro is never gonna make a happy ending. Haruhi is coming back in light novel, and Konosuba is ending. Cool. Sophie needs to be saved from her mother if she will stay with that piece of shit. Jojo with twinks is how Araki always wanted it to be. Retsuko has a VR boyfriend. She becomes a NEET. Hey Appa, what are your other hobbies? Well, I love to play my Rubik's Cube. I love to play the piano. I kind of like biking. But I've been trying biking once last week and it really hurts my butt. Even though I just really hate the banana saddle. The saddle that bikes use these days. The bicycles use these days. And I don't know. I don't know why I used to be able to get through that. Pretty much, I go like 5 kilometers using a bicycle when I was like in middle school every single day. But for some reason these days I just couldn't do it. Maybe because I just got old. Anyway, what's your favorite anime art style? 80s, 90s, 2000s, or 2010s? Honestly, I don't really care either way. I don't really care any of. I can't really pick on my favorites. All of them are good in their own ways. As long as the anime story is good, I don't mind. You're gonna talk about Toonami too. I don't know what's going on with Toonami. Speaking of Haruhi Suzumiya, you need to watch the anime in some episode order for making the storyline make sense until the movie. Jeez. Pretty sure centrist trademark sure could mean devout left-right winger pretending to be in the center. Hey Appa, what is the best operating system in your opinion? That is a very difficult question, actually. That depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that works and doesn't actually cause a lot of hassle, it's either Windows or Mac. If you want something more advanced, get Linux. So far, my birthday has been great. Appabend gonna have a small party this weekend. Cool. By the way, Agretsuko Games is the definition of why is everything so expensive. I love watching Maximilian Dude and his friends talk about Ultimate Alliance 3 on Switch is better than Avengers PS4. The faster gameplay and more stylish graphics makes Ultimate Alliance 3 more fun. All right. Haruhi Suzumiya, that's a name that I haven't heard in a long time. You ever watch Weathering with You? AKA, I sim so hard I flooded Japan twice. I have watched Weathering with You, I made a review of Weathering with You. You can check it out. It's my channel. So, do you know any Lovecraft-inspired anime? Other than Naruto-chan? No. Yeah, sorry about that, Appabend. I misspelled the game title where Raiden kicked some serious ass with his blades. Yeah, I know. I stopped watching Agretsuko middle of season 2 because I don't want to watch that Red Panda be disappointed in their situation at the end. Revengeance is by far the best Metal Gear. Do you agree with the phrase generic doesn't mean bad? That depends on what you define as generic or what you define as bad. It depends in general. Both sides are probably just organized opposition, to be honest. Well, recently got into an argument with someone over Loli who claimed that freaking auto-scroll, that doing the deed to those images give you off more dopamine than video games. Well, I can say that sexual urges are stronger than violent urges, but it's a weird standard for to go. Do you think I should go do a comparison review between Fate Go and Raid? Would be a good thing to do. Not that gacha games are good in general, but Raid is just the bottom of the barrel. I actually want to be a director and writer of anime as well. How do I go about it? Well, start writing. Start writing anime. Start directing anime. Start writing one, and then hire a bunch of people and artists to animate them for you. And yeah, do that. So, any chance you'll make an uncap on first? No, I don't know what that is. So no. I thought pirate illegal to discuss here. I have tons of those. Shimoneta, oh yeah, the loot resistance anime. Also, there's a heat wave happening in where I am, so going 5 days without a main AC in over 100-degree heat was interesting to say the least. At least I have like 1 million box fans and a room AC. Jeez, where you're living? You're living in hell. This sounds like hell you're living in. So, Metal Gear Rising story is pretty stupid. It's basically popular because of the gameplay and the soundtrack. Yeah. Communism equals big mega tits. Kamen Rider is amazing. You make Kengi-chan and it's called So Proud. Am I a moron for not modding my Nintendo Wii? Depends. That depends. Do you have a favorite abridged series? I don't watch a lot of abridged series, so... Trust me, person who asks, is Kamen Rider good? Kamen Rider is amazing. Well, Revolutionaries, screw you capitalism. Also Revolutionaries, Twitter for iPhone. Abba, did you ever play any of the Ace Attorney games? Yes, I have played a lot of... I played the first 3 games. I played Apollo Justice. I love the first 3 games. The first 3 games are amazing. Apollo Justice, not much of a fan. And ever since Apollo Justice, I'm just really not interested with the games moving forward from that. Especially when it's only on 3DS. I haven't played the Mouse Edgeworth Investigation. I'm probably going to play that in the future. Just got Wasteland 3. Are you washed in the blood of the lamb? Hi, Appa. How's life treating you? My life has been treating me well. Thank you very much. Why would you say Shimoneta is now becoming the story of the real world and censorship? Why wouldn't I? I mean, come on, y'all. Ever since my brother playing that PS2 game, Rogue Galaxy, to my younger years, I'm thinking to make a crossover with Treasure Planet movie. Huh, no simping September is the thing. I thought it was common knowledge you shouldn't simp at any time of the year. Do you think that this year is shaping up to be a really good one for gamers? Depends. That depends. Did you know really the Pokemon name Sucode and 2 protagonists have the same name? Okay. What do you think of the 35th Mario anniversary? I haven't seen it, but I've seen that a couple of games are announced, but only for a limited time, which is weird. Apak goes on a bike trip, get his ass hurt. Oof. Whatever you feel about the quartering, you got respect his efforts to take down Pollution Entertainment. Again, there are takes that me and the quartering would agree with. I'm not denying that. There are things that quartering did that are actually pretty good. I really like him trying to rebuild that gamer shop thingy that got destroyed by the riots. That's a pretty good thing that he did. He did a lot of good things. I gotta give props to that, even if I'm not a fan of his content. So, do you have any tips on how to survive the 10th grade? You don't. You just get through with it. Toonami made a BLM promo calling its audience racist even if they don't know it yet. I haven't seen that. Linux for life? Yeah, Alpa, tell us your favorite OS and why Linux is your favorite. I haven't even used Linux a lot, so I can't really say it's my favorite. So, let's see. I heard Live Alive is the sequel of Front Mission. If it's true, since you played that trash game, Left Alive is the sequel to Front Mission. It is not a sequel. It kind of takes place in the same universe, I guess, but it's trash, dog. It's trash, dog. It is trash. Don't play that game, please don't. I watch Sweatery with you, yeah. Tom from Toonami says, if you don't support Black Lives Matter, you're automatically racist. Jeez. I discovered a game on Steam called Summer in Mara. Pretty good, very relaxing. It's Stardew Valley meets Zelda Wind Waker. Cool. Good animation before CGI took it all over. Watch any Gundam yet? I haven't seen any Gundam yet. I've only seen It's a Gundam, the YouTube channel. But, oh shit, I almost forgot meme stream. Toonami made a Black Lives Matter video and everyone in the comments are calling them out on how Cartoon Network fired black person who made OKKO and Adult Swim's Aqua Force making money off of what the black voice actor gets none. Well, companies being hypocritical on the things that they preach about. What else is new? God, I love Shimeneda. I really enjoy watching old Naruto episodes. Yeah, speaking of old anime, the one thing I'm kind of disappointed, I've been trying to find the special edition for Detective Conan. If you guys don't know, Detective Conan, I mean, it's a long-running series at this point, and there's no chance that that series is ever going to end. But Detective Conan, I've read a lot of Detective Conan when I was a kid, and I really loved it. But the one segment of that particular series that I really loved, the one edition of the series that I really loved, was the quote-unquote special edition. And it was only released in Japan and only released in around Asia region. And those versions are basically just nothing but fillers. I mean, the original series is nothing but filler anyway, so might as well just embrace the filler game and just filler it up. And I read a lot of the fillers, and I think the fillers are pretty good. And a lot of Detective Conan in general is pretty good at fillers because that's all they do. Because that's all the series has been doing at this point. But unfortunately, I tried to find the online scanlation version of the special edition. I can only find like the first volume and only the first couple of volumes. I cannot find like volume 19 to 31, which is the one that I read all the time, which is the one that I read the most, which is a shame. I really like those versions. I want those versions to need scanlation. I do it if I have to. I do it myself. But yeah. Anyway, so I bought it. I bought a bunch of the books locally. I haven't. It's gonna be sent here. So anyway, where was I? Have you seen the RTX BF GPU Thick 3090? I know it's not the best for a $1,000 PC build. Is it worth it? But is it worth it? Again, it depends on what kind of games you're playing. So, did you see people just film a guy rape a woman without doing anything? Why are you looking for, why, where did you get that video? Why do you even get the video? Why are you even watching that? Galaxy 2 is my favorite of the duology, but I'm so happy I don't even mind that it's not in the collection. Calm down, guys. It could be much worse. Appa, do you think Kamen Rider Wizard is bad? Well, I haven't seen a lot of Kamen Riders. I can't really say. A game is popular because of the gameplay? What? Say it isn't so. Is your brother sometimes annoyed at your meme stream? Nah. Shimoneta is like Idiocracy. It started as a comedic anticipation and ended up as a documentary. If you have watched Sword Art Online Abridged, you should. It pretty much fixes the anime. Well, what is your favorite type of fan service, Appa? Depends. Then that depends. Not the sexy kind, I guess. Donation goal proposal. Live 2D Appa-chan rig so that Appa becomes a VTuber. Nah, I'm good. What about the official abridged anime also known as Ghost Stories? Well, you don't know my opinion on Ghost Stories. I watched every episode 1 of the very first Kamen Rider. It was interesting, unless better to watch new Kamen Rider TV shows later. In Regretsuko, she says, Yate rareru ka? Can I do it in Japanese? It's genuinely Western propaganda. Why is the Mario 3D bundle a temporary release? Hi, Appa. Any advice you could try to give me with writer's block? I've been trying to write some stuff, but every time I try, my mind just resets. Play or write or read or watch literally anything so that you can get inspired to write whatever, to alleviate your writer's block. That's how I try to alleviate my writer's block when I try to write fan fictions. I just try to play games or try to do literally anything else, because at that point I get the inspiration right there. So deleting tweets by Twitter for posting misinformation about COVID equals censorship. Pretty cringe take, Lucy would say. Just like people love to misuse the only 6% of COVID deaths are only from COVID. Wait, hold on a second. Deleting tweets by Twitter for posting misinformation about COVID equals censorship. Pretty cringe take, Lucy would say. Just like people love to misuse the only 6% of COVID deaths are only from COVID. That is a cringe take? How is that a cringe take? How is that a cringe take? Twitter is abusing their power to delete misinformation about COVID, which they can probably use to delete any sorts of misinformation. My criticism is not justified as censorship. It's mostly because it can be abused to literally anything. I don't get how that's cringe. Explain, please. It's not November. I'm going to... What is that logo? I'm too drained for Twitter cringe yesterday. Does it depend? You have any plans for the weekend? I plan on playing Mario Party games. Not really. I just finish on my paper, I suppose. Which Linux distro is best and why is it Gen 2? Well, I haven't tried a lot of Linux distros. I should also say I started watching Cowboy Bebop and I really like it so far. There's something about late 90s anime I really like, but I don't know what that is. It's mostly the aesthetics. Cowboy Bebop has some really good aesthetics. I really like its aesthetics. Also, been trying to play Devil's Summoner on the PSP. Playing the Japanese only game is hard. Playing a Shin Megami Tensei game only in Japanese is near impossible to me. Jeez. Do you have any tips for anyone that is wanting to start streaming on YouTube? Buy a good microphone. Buy a very decent microphone. A very good microphone will pretty much save you from having a bad YouTube stream. Also, learn how to use Voicemeeter. Learn how to use OBS. Those two things will make your stream to sound professional, sound pretty good, sound pretty amazing in general, because that's what I've been using. I use OBS, use Voicemeeter to pretty much make sure that it sounds good and looks good. So Left Alive is the stealth game with no instant stealth executions. Yeah, it's trash. Dark Souls is Dark Souls of Dark Souls. I swear to God, the second Chris Ray Gun says I don't like H3, he will lose all his YouTuber friends. Okay. Do you prefer hand-drawn, traditional, or 3D animation when it's done well? Why not both? A Canadian YouTuber named Raris reviewed I Am Alive, the game, the same universe of Front Mission. I Am Alive is not the same as Left Alive. I Am Alive is an entirely different game. I Am Alive is a survival game with platforming elements, whereas Left Alive is the game that was somewhat related to Front Mission. A different game. Can we get an objection up in here? Well, what's with the objection? My brother is a hard Linux user to the point he gave his son a second name after the creator Linus, and no, not the other Linus. Linus. My little piece of land I live on could be considered by some people, I guess they call it home. Not exactly what he say, but I see your point. What he says. I heard that Detective Conan episodes were supposed to play in a single summer. Damn, it's been a long time I stopped watching Detective Conan since it never ends. Detective Conan is the shit. Detective Conan fans rise up. Did you know that Conan was called Bobby Jackson in the first Latin American dub? What? Karone-chan says Dogo several times quickly. Me, an intellectual. Wah. Have you ever wanted to make an abridged series of an anime you watch? Probably not. I also love Detective Conan, but they have stopped dubbing it in my country, and I grew really fond of their voices. Jeez. I love watching Detective Conan as a kid. Every criminal in Detective Conan passed the doctorate of making blueprint of scheming crime. Yeah, that's true. Detective Conan started in the mid-80s. I think it was the mid-90s last time I checked. Bread tubers are the worst. Whoever said Kamen Rider Wizard is bad is an idiot. Well, I don't know. Somebody said in the chat. The moment Appa said Detective Conan, the theme played in my head. Well, what are your opinion about the limited time move Nintendo is pulling one of the popular mascots? Trash, dog. Why would you do that? Why? Been playing Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker, and frankly, I'm loving it. I'm honestly surprised the majority of the game has voice work, and damn good voice work. All right. Have you heard of Edge of Infinity? It's a really impressive indie JRPG. Excuse me. I haven't read it. I haven't heard it. Thoughts on Kaguya-sama Love is War? Not a fan of the manga. I haven't seen the anime. I live in Oregon. I love .hack.gu and what? Magic Kaito started in the 80s. Okay. Freaking auto scroll. Where's my OVAs or anime adaptations? Depends on the OVA, depends on the anime adaptation. As a Dragon Ball stan, and I hate the argument of the abridged series fixes it, but in Sword Art Online's case, it's true. What is your favorite holiday? That's a difficult question. I'll get back to it. Or maybe not. I tried writing. I suck, so I stopped. Well, that everybody writes shit the first time they tried writing, so... I recently discovered the fever dream equivalent of 3D animation that is Xavier Renegade Angel. That shit is the weirdness that I miss not being present on the internet nowadays. To alleviate writer's block, just relax. Not cringy. Also, is the meme stream being on Thursday going to be a regular thing from now on? Yes. I think we've established that pretty much a while ago. 30 minutes left until meme stream time. Now it's 26 minutes now. Sam Hyde was the only one who raped that woman. Jeez. Well, yes, but that shouldn't be used as an excuse to not delete misinformation either. I trust you never argued for that. Yes, but that shouldn't be used as an excuse to not delete misinformation either. I trust you never argue for that. What do you think about Windows Vista Revive in 2020? No thanks. That is a cringe take because posting misinformation is against their terms of service, and misinformation can be fact-checked with actual data and scientific consensus. True. That is true. But who gets to decide what is and isn't information? What if the facts was misconstrued into anything? People are talking about alternative facts these days. Alternative facts or something along those lines. Post-truth society or something along those lines. Who gets to decide what is true? I mean, if you know, we pretty much have experienced this. We have shown them facts, evidence, things that are pretty much 100% proof. I mean, people are arguing 2 + 2 = 5. I mean, people have been arguing 2 + 2 = 5. What does facts matter at the end of the day? It doesn't matter. Facts don't matter at the end of the day. It's still an abuse of information. Just because you can check it doesn't mean they will be convinced by the facts. Have you tried giving SJWs facts? We have been trying that for like ever since, what, 2014? And they've been still doing it all this time? We've been giving everybody facts, and yet they still keep on with this misinformation bullshit. So I don't see how that's a good argument. I'm sorry. Try again. What are your thoughts on Mario 3D All-Stars? Here in Germany, they outlawed, there's probably a better word for it, a demonstration against the hygiene rules. It's a pretty bad reason, but come on, just call them out in their BS. So yes, saying that deleting misinformation equals overuse of power equals mega cringe. It is not. It is not. It is not, man. I'm sorry. It is not. Your making is popping. What the fuck is your making? How do I get better at guitar? Play. Only plays is not funny. Well, I don't know what that is. What do you think of Balan Wonderland? I don't know what that is. I like the difficulty of Fall Guys as it kind of keeps me coming back. Do you think the RTX 3070 is worth it for a new build, or just build a PC with a 2080 Ti with the same price? It depends on what you use it for. It depends on what games you use it for. Considering that 3070 is still... We don't know its performance, real actual in-game performance yet. I'd say wait. Just wait. What do you think was the best and worst Windows operating system? Best is Windows XP, next to Windows 7, and then Windows 10, and then all the way to the bottom, Windows Vista, and then Windows ME. As for the bottom, yeah, there we go. That's a good point. What do you think of Ghost Stories, especially as you use clips from the dub? The dubs are pretty freaking amazing, but ironically, not unironically. So, do you think Kojima is a bit overrated? Depends on who you ask. Personally, I think he can make really good stuff. but there are parts of his fan base that really does think of him very highly. So Left Alive is the game I meant to say. Thank you, appabend. He reviewed Left Alive and said it was just bad. It's just bad, and it's just bad videos. Okay, what do you think the next Atlas PC port will be? My guess is Persona 5 Strikers or maybe SMT game. I'd say SMT. I think I forgot to say hell in that home post. Okay. Corona-chan be like, you are already infected. I'm a socks and sandals guy. Linus Torvalds quoted his take on NBA. Why are they called bread tubers? Because bread, communism, and bread thingy. Something about bread and something about communism and giving bread and shit. Thoughts on Detective Conan being played by Arnold Schwarzenegger? But why though? Am I bad at seeing animation, or does Fate have some really good animation? They do. They have some really good animation. Ubershaw meant supersonic in German. Have you read the One Piece manga? If not, I highly recommend. I've watched the One Piece anime, not a fan. I may watch anime this weekend, older ones. I have a lot to think this weekend. Dragon Ball Z is a good anime, changed my mind. Well, alright. I would rather suck dick than go to America. Good evening, Appa. It depends. How you're doing? Fine. I'm doing fine. Thank you. Do you celebrate Molid? Nope. Love your content. Well, thank you. Any anime manga you want to watch, read, but can never start? Good question. Pretty much every anime manga that I have in my hard drive that I downloaded but I haven't started. Which anime you watch that have a frustrating ending to you? Rock on no Yusha, without a shadow of a doubt. That ending for Rock on no Yusha completely ruins the entire anime. It's just trash, dog. The anime is great, but the ending, man. Xavier Ready Get Angle is really good. It even predicted some of the craziness in current year. Magic Kaito started good with its no-nonsense plot and weirdness and magical stuff, but since Conan plot kicks in, it started Detective Y and reduced the effect of Kaito Kuroba's magic trick. Some are the scientists, experts are being used by the far leftist communists since it fits with the agenda. Again, yeah, that's true. What do you expect in 20 years to you? Because Jensen says they're going to be holograms. Have you seen Space Dandy? I haven't seen Space Dandy. What do you think about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? I haven't seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I want to, so. By the way, I started Oran High School Host Club this week. It's so gay, it sometimes loops back at being straight. 5 out of 7 wouldn't recommend it enough. Denzel Crocker, perfect 2 plus 2 equals 6. Any what? I have not read Dr. Slump yet. If you believe misinformation is your own damn fault. To be fair, mathematically speaking, it's in a non-Euclidean system, 2 plus 2 could equal 5. For example, if a kid writes 4 but it looks like a 5, it's disingenuous to not specify the system it used. But what? Can you give me facts? I'm sorry, but the so-called anti-SJW usually are fact-proof. There are tons of meta-analysis to check what the factual state of affairs for various things are. Yes, but again, it's just because COVID has facts. It's true that COVID does have facts that can be irrefutably proven. That doesn't mean that everything has facts. That doesn't mean everything can have like the most definitive information. We're still discussing about a lot of things. There are a lot of political issues that still have facts that are misconstrued, that are being misaligned, and people believe a lot of things. Again, it's a gray area that we live in. It's never been clear. It's world clouded by fog, Persona 4 style. So if you think you can just spin information any way you want, you are just being intellectually dishonest. If you think you can just spin information any way you want, you are just being intellectually dishonest. That is true. I agree. That's what everybody has been doing. In case you don't look at the world outside, that's pretty much the mainstream media has been doing that. Twitter has been doing that. YouTube has been doing that. A lot of big mainstream political media has been doing that. That's what they've been doing. Have you been living under a rock? And people making decisions based on those misinformation. I don't know how else to tell you. Anyway, why are people surprised the limited run of Mario All-Stars? Freaking auto-scroll. Did you forget the amiibos? Nintendo's favorite market is scalpers. Jeez. It used to be 1-2 chapters, weird funny plot, and now it's the 3-4 chapters plot where they explain solution trick and all that jazz. Yeah. Windows ME was not that bad. Ballad Wonderland is a new original IP by the Sonic team, and it's a platformer of the Lights at Nights, Mario Galaxy, and a Hat in Time. Cool. If you want to use for production, you might as well just replace the GPU. Do you have any anime games you plan to do critical reviews on in the near future? I might want to do a review of Tsukihime. Might, but might not. It depends on my mood. The whole folklorist entire philosophy is like flat earthers. They believe that anything contradict their worldview is part of a vast conspiracy. Only place is better than Game Grumps. Okay. Appa in a few years back is a narcissistic guy. I was an edgy guy, but I still have opinions. The thing is, as I reviewed back in my past videos, I agree with a lot of the points that I say. I just said it in a way that I find way too edgy, way too hostile. I was an edgy boy. So yeah. I asked because I see an RTX 2080 Ti for $400 and a 3070 even gonna launch until October, and Nvidia said the power is gonna be twice as a 2080 Ti. Yeah, they're pretty much everybody's reselling their 2080 Ti's, which I find very amazing. But again, it depends on how you use your system. If you want maximum performance, then yeah, I suppose get the 3070. But still, wait. Just wait for more information. No offense, but the Bella Wonderland looked boring and uninteresting to me. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it. So I'm watching Japan Sinks and I love it. I need to see that. I need to see that alongside Tokyo Magnitude Earthquakes. So Tokyo Magnitude 8.0. So my brother was quite disappointed because he saw the hashtag All Lives Matter trending on Germany and he saw where K-pop stands. Hello there, Appa. Nice to catch one of your streams. By the way, your chat has now been colonized by a Dutch person. If I ever need help with building a gaming PC, I can just email or DM you on Twitter, right? Absolutely, you can. Actually, much easier way for me to do that is you DM me. Emails is trash in general for communication. How about you email me your Discord and I'll send you like my Discord ad so we can chat in there, so something along those lines. In SMT fandom, Demi-Fiend and Pixie Shin Megami is popular ship. How would that even work? It reminds me of Tinkerbell, who had a crush on Peter Pan. I don't know. What happens if you reunite your friends but on a stranded island? Indonesia commercial reference. I don't know that commercial actually. The One Piece anime is pretty meh, a terrible case of time padding. Well, I guess that explains why I'm not a fan. You make Kenji and his cult so proud. I heard that Samurai Jack game gives him finally a happy ending. I haven't seen it. That's why you don't look at individual experts, you look at meta-analysis. But do everybody does that? Do you think everybody looks at meta-analysis? Do you think Twitter looks at meta-analysis? I don't think so. I'm sorry. Twitter doesn't work that way. Twitter doesn't work logically. Twitter is not logical. Not just Twitter is logical. A lot of social media are not logical. YouTube has been recently proven not logical. So, have you watched Kankoli? Kankol. I know the hentais. I'm more familiar with the hentais and the doujins, but not the actual anime. I want to trust doctors when it comes to vaccine, but with all the 1984 vibes I'm getting, yeah, it's better than what can one effing do aside from getting the information that is correct. What? Mario's getting the Disney Vault treatment. 20 minutes left until meme stream time. If 2 + 2 = 5, then does that mean vaccines do indeed cause autism? Want to give some live sketchings or drawing sessions sometimes? I don't do drawings. What makes people believe that I'm an artist? I'm not an artist. Facts are facts. I'm not good at games. Says the guy that makes video game reviews and make videos on how shady some game companies can be. Yes, I am a game journalist, in case you missed it. I'm just doing it on YouTube. How is this news to everybody? But anyway. What's facts? Do I eat it or something? Facts don't lie, but it can be twisted. Yeah. I want to enjoy my life, be fit, and travel, make a lot of money. Cool. Let's see. What's your opinion on Dante from Devil May Cry series be part of the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne High Definition Remaster as a downloadable content for Nintendo Switch? It's to be expected. I mean, they're gonna find a way to license Dante. Outlast is gonna find a way to license Dante from Capcom in some way or the other. So I can understand why it has to be a DLC, but still. The word you are looking for is half-truth, and they are a major problem in this day and age. Yeah. Everyone knows the only true fact is your taste is... Everyone knows that the only true fact is that your taste is shit anyways. Well, at least that is true. I can at least taste on that. I can at least attest on that. What is the best series by Rumiko Takahashi, and why is it Yurusei Yatsura? Interesting. Yes, and that is why misinformation should be removed. So I guess that means we agree. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm not saying... What I'm trying to say is that Twitter, like removing misinformation, okay, if it is actually misinformation, that is good. But if it can... But my worries, my fear is that when Twitter doesn't remove misinformation, Twitter removes things that are not facts. Twitter removes things that are actual information, that are actually true, but they remove it so that it can suit their own personal agenda. That's what I've been worrying, because that's what a lot of social media have been doing these days. So that's what I've been trying to say. That's my worries, is if it's actual misinformation and they removed it, okay, all right then, but still, that can open up, that can be abused by them, that can open up to other things that they can remove, that they consider not factually, that they consider to be jeez. Basically what I'm trying to say is that it can be abused. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It can be abused. If someone says 2 plus 2 equals 5, press them to explain. If they can, they're a mathematician. If they can't, they're an idiot. I'm just gonna say Windows 8 is the worst Windows. I got myself the Xenoblade Definitive Edition for Switch Lite. See any Inuyasha game. There's an Inuyasha game? Can I pay you to do a review of a hentai game? No. Haruhi Suzumiya is okay at best. Changed my mind. How can Windows 8 be worse than Windows Vista? Is it good to have an edge? After playing Tsukihime and Melty Blood, I felt no need to play anything related to Fate. It seems like a virgin stuff to me now. Do Rockman games and see how ligat you are with your heads. Okay. Will you do a video on Tokyo Game Show? It's going to be at the tail end of the month. Maybe. Aren't people who are anti-SJW say that the systemic racism isn't a thing in the US, even though there's overwhelming evidence pointing to it? Have I ever said that systemic racism isn't a thing in the US? I don't think I've ever said that. Anti-SJWs? Depends on who the anti-SJW you're talking about. There are definitely, I can agree with you. Well, one thing that I can agree with you is that there are a lot of anti-SJWs that are dumb and stupid and spread misinformation. That's why people have been accusing me of being a centrist trademark or a true neutral or whatever. So, yeah. What are the things you like when you see Franziska von Karma? I don't know. She's just cute. It's the way she tries to make herself to be abusive to everybody in general, and tries to make everybody to intimidate. Just her way in trying to intimidate people in general is so unconvincing. It's really adorable. She tries so hard. That's basically that's what I find very interesting. Anyway, 6760 donated $1. Money is too low. Have some more. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Donation. Streamlabs. Links down below. What do you need to recommend? What new anime do you recommend? I haven't seen a lot of new anime, so I can't really say. Isn't that basically like the 2 plus 2 equals 5, but at a bigger scale? I don't know what you're referring to there. So I could say I hate K-pop stans way more than Hitler hate Jews. Why be a mobile gacha virgin when you can be a 2D fighter Chad? Any favorite manga that got axed or cancelled? Not really. Not one I could think of. No joke, there's an Inuyasha game that's a Final Fantasy VII knockoff. Jeez. Send a link to your Discord in the chat. Okay. Twitter only looks at the source that agree with their agenda. Can you give me any evidence on how the media work and that they don't fact-check misinformation? Can you give any evidence on how those media work and that they don't fact-check misinformation? Literally Gamergate. Gamergate in general. They spread a lot of misinformation. They do not fact-check literally anything Gamergate related or anything. I mean, I've talked about this in literally any other videos. I've made a lot of videos where people spread misinformation. The media spread misinformation. It's been a thing that I'm talking about this channel. I don't know what else to tell you, dude. Media has been spreading misinformation all the time. They don't fact-check misinformation. Fact-check misinformation all the time. It's a thing. Unless if your stance is that media did nothing wrong and that they always are almost always correct, which in that case, well, I don't know how else I can convince you, but the media is not always correct. So, can you do a Hero High impression? I don't watch his videos, so I can't really do his impression. Appa, you are an honest game journalist. Appa's more dependable than most game journalists. Well, have you watched Peter Grill? It's basically reverse NTR but comedic. I haven't seen it. Appa's a game journalist. How many developers that he has slept with? Jeez. If you're a real game journalist, then give The Last of Us 10 out of 10. No. The fact that you're not an artist is why we want you to draw for us. Jeez. Appa, you're better than actual game journals. What are your feelings on No Straight Roads? I don't know what that is. Have you heard of the big anime studios from putting anime on YouTube under their license? Yeah, we talked about that a while ago. I talked about it in a video. What's up with the Hero High hate recently? I don't hate him. He does what his stuff. He does his stuff. He does what his stuff. Go right ahead. I just don't like the way he frequently uploads the new stuff every single time. Like, I do Uzaki's stuff once. That's it. That's it. Just on a stream, on a dedicated stream. Okay, couple of streams, but still, I don't flood your timeline with, hey, here's the latest news on Uzaki-chan or whatever. So I am saying which information is backed by actual facts. So I know that taking vaccines won't fuck me over, so already have the conspiracy theories be true is correct. Asking my doctor is stepwater too. What? Can you review Black or Black Souls 2 by Toro Yori Abi? I don't know what that is. I don't know it to $1. Thank you so much. Systemic racism could very well be a thing, but the people have the power to change anything are more interested in pandering and exploiting the outraged crowd. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Apparently, if you are a game journalist, then you are one of the few good ones out there and absolutely base. Also, you're honest and your content is both enjoyable and very entertaining. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Since you make a video on Horizon, are you gonna make one for Prey Arcane version review? I will, maybe. I will. I'm trying to make it. I'm still writing a script on that. Because Prey, I love Prey. Prey is amazing. Probably that DLC is like a flip switch, can't go wrong with options. Thomas Sowell is one of the best economists out there, and he has been consistent how his data has been proven the opposite. Same for Larry Elder. I don't have a Discord. I think I have a headset, and apparently Skype is free on Windows 10, but I know that Discord is better, so I don't know anymore. Discord is definitely better for voice chat in general, but you don't need Discord actually. If you just want to voice chat and talk about like PC gaming stuff so that I can tell you or whatever, you can use Hangout or Google Hangouts. That's the one that people use for chatting with each other on live streams anyway, aside from Discord. If it's not misinformation removed, then it should be easy to prove with data. Again, just because it's easy to prove with data, again, like I think I've talked about this in a video before, the UN women, they posted the statistics that 46% of women are video games, and therefore the people who work at video games should be like also 50%. That's not how you you present a fact that is incredibly misleading. 46% of women are not gamers. That they're not gaming enthusiasts, okay? And then you use that particular misleading fact to prove an agenda that you try to push. That's one example, and I talk about that recently. So just because the UN, we can easily prove the data. We have proven the data a lot of times. I have talked about this statistics many times, and yet people keep on perpetuating it. It doesn't matter. People are not, just because we prove that they don't, just because we try to prove that their data is wrong, it doesn't mean that they will be convinced that their data is wrong, because it doesn't matter. They don't care for the truth. They care for their own agenda. No one cares for the truth on the UN especially. So Deus Ex was supposed to be a game, not a textbook. Also, no, Windows 8 was not the worst Windows. Okay. If Twitter don't believe in 1350, then they just ban it when it's a fact. There's an Inuyasha dating sim. Windows Vista is the worst Windows. Appa, are you for or against the Second Amendment? I think I've said this a while ago, and I still, years ago, and I still agree with this. Pen first, gun later. You can talk with it on people, talk about the issues with people, communicate with them. If push comes to shove, gun, definitely stake for gun, and everybody should at least have a gun. yeah, I am for the Second Amendment. Twitter should not be the arbiters of truth. Centrist trademark. Can't imagine to see reading all of those messages without a break or drinking water. Man, is this streaming? Yes, this is streaming. I do this 3 hours every week. The struggle. Good news. This is my last week at work. I get to watch your stream fully starting next week. Yeah, speaking of which, the struggle. $3! Only $3 on the stream. Donation. Streamlabs link down below. Anyway, nah, just kidding. Man, reminds me of that time. What was that? Oh, I forgot. Was the Bad Bunny? I think it was the Bad Bunny who says $5. I was only going to 1 hour and it's only $5 on stream. Anyway, what do you think about Filthy Frank? He's good. He's good. What about him? And by can, I mean Will. What are your unconventional fictional crushes? Like, they aren't conventionally attractive, but the personality carries them. That is a very good question. I can't think of one on the top of my head, but I do have it. I do have characters that fits with your description. So, favorite manga that got canceled? High School of the Dead. High School of the Dead got canceled. Jeez. What do you think of Kamen Rider? I haven't seen a lot of Kamen Riders. So, in one of your old videos, you say you're part of a minority. If that means that there are other variations of Indonesians besides Hindi and Muslim. Yes. Muslims are the majority. Hindus and Christians are the minority. Actually, it's in terms of like popularity, it's in terms of religion, Muslims occupy the most, and then there's Christians, both Christian, I think it's Protestant that occupies more, and then there's Hindu, and then there's Protestant Christian, and there's Buddhists. So there. Gamergate in 2020, seriously, yeah, they always perpetuate this misinformation every single time. I hate people saying, this was actually made up by humans, or I hate humanity, I lost hope on humans. They're always so condescending. I have too much of a contrarian mindset. I could argue both 2 + 2 = 4 and 2 + 2 = 5, same as water is wet or not. I just want to challenge people's stance, see if they're reasonable. Depends on what you mean by systemic racism. Is there any harem anime main character you actually like? Not really. Not one I can think of. Laura did always know how to blow the boys away. Depends on which Laura. That is not evidence that right now Twitter or YouTube, in fact, don't fact check information. Evidence would be giving me case studies and evidence. I mean, that is the standard of evidence you hold. Hold on a second. That is not evidence that right now Twitter or YouTube, in fact, don't fact check misinformation. Evidence would be giving me case studies and evidence. I mean, is that the standard of evidence you hold? So your evidence, so you're pushing the goalposts. You're just pushing the goalposts. Here's an evidence, but that's not evidence. You need case studies or whatever. You're just pushing the goalposts at this point. Are you gonna watch Realms Deep, the E3 for boomer shooters like Ion Fury and Dusk? No. What's one conspiracy theory you believe in? That I think they've been hiding catgirls, anime catgirls, and we haven't been given the privilege to buy them. No Straight Roads is a rock and roll indie rhythm game. Hero High is flooded with Uzaki. Okay, we get it. PewDiePie got a strike is Leafy all over again. This must stop. How to solve the problem? Step 1. Nuke America, Britain, Australia. He used Reddit as a source. We all know no self-respecting human would use Reddit. 200 characters not enough. I am saying, will I ask my doctor and not be worried as I look for information? Hero High is the Sargon of Akkad of the weeb sphere. Changed my mind. Depends on your stance of Sargon, I suppose. The one that Anituber says mission failed successfully. What? I watched season 3 of Agretsuko and I actually like it. However, hearing Retsu scream screw capitalism was a little cringe. Will you plan on reviewing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2? Not really. Google Hangouts, lol. I used to think Discord was gay until I used it. Have you played Prey the original? I played Prey the original a while ago, not a fan of it. You don't present data in a vacuum, you present analysis. Why is your standard so high? I'm not a scientist, but I can still prove that Twitter has been spreading misinformation. I don't have to be a scientist. I don't need to have studies to show this. And even if I give you studies, would you still be convinced that they are being spreading misinformation? Have you watched Kamen Rider? Why is everybody asking this question? Did you robotic to $1? I haven't in a while. Thanks so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Did you watch the LA version of Mulan? No. Appa fails math confirmed. Which math? Have you seen Ray Zero? It's one of the best leaks out there. One of the best isekais out there. I wouldn't say it's the best. I better finish Gundam Wing. What kind of stuff will we talk about in the stream? A bunch of stuff. I want a lot of truth. Are there any roguelikes that you never get tired of playing? FTL, I suppose? But aside from that, not really. I heard the same in Tekken Teamcast real life stream. Data is data. It has no opinions. Interpreting it is the hard part. So if my sister played The Sims 3, or in your case Stardew Valley, they'd be considered casual gamers or more like average. Yes. I guess I'll look into Hangout when I want to start playing my PC gaming build. Don't blame the idiots, blame Naruto for enabling them. People still believe that violent video games make violent people despite evidence to the contrary. Yes. Appa, drink water. Maybe. I'll get to it. Maybe. No Sim September. You can get statistics to say anything you want by only adding it into convenient truths. It's not simping when you do it for the guys. No, guns are evil. Haha, SMG go burr. House Kill of the Dead, it didn't get cancelled. The offer died. Oh, okay. At least paying a 5 month to Appa is better than any Twitch thought. To all the people who believe 2 + 2 = 5, I ask this, how? The offer of High School of the Dead died of cancer, I believe. Oh, okay. I never played Rayman, but did play Rayman 2, I believe. What about Cthulhu Cultists? Yup, the creator of High School of the Dead passed away in 2017. Oh, okay. All right. I learned from SMT that there's a Hindu god of toilets. No, I'm not saying literally Gamergate is not evidence and there's no goalpost moving involved. I said, yes, there is goalpost moving in saying that. I give you, here are the states instances where it is. And you say, but that's not evidence. That's literally goalpost moving. All main character of Trail series are harem protagonists except Kevin. That is true. No Straight Roads. Have you played at Appa? Why is the one that in the comment section arguing with Appa? I don't know. I don't know. You don't need to be a scientist to present evidence. And yes, if you present good data in favor of what you say, I would move. Yes. I don't know. We're arguing left and right here. We're pretty much going back and forth here. No, because Gamergate is not a clean-cut topic. Saying literally Gamergate is zero evidence. How is saying literally Gamergate is zero evidence? How is it we have a lot of proof, evidence to show that there are articles that spread misinformation about Gamergate and we can prove that it's misinformation? How is it not evidence? You are moving the goalposts by saying that it's not evidence. This is you moving the goalposts. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You cannot escape the writer's stance. Henshin. Well, I can Henshin for you, but still. What do you think of the Rad series? If you have played it, that is. I haven't played Rad series, but I know about Rants. Will there be cringe? There will definitely be cringe. There will definitely be a lot of cringe. So anyway, timer is out, but for some reason it doesn't freaking play. Meme stream time. It is time for the meme stream, but for some reason the timer doesn't play, so we gotta play it. There you go. Jeez. Timer is not working as always. Articles are not evidence. Okay, hold on a second. Articles are not evidence. Anyone can write an article. Anyone can spread information through article. Do you know what article does? They spread information. We were talking about misinformation, and the way for you to spread misinformation is through articles. Unless if you're telling me that every single mainstream media is not valid because they just people writing articles, therefore they're not valid, therefore the information that they spread will not influence people. Again, you're moving the goalposts. Anyway, no time for arguing, time for the meme stream, time for playing the intro. If you want to argue with me, if you want to argue with me more, my DM is open, bro. If you want to argue with me more than that, my DM is open, bro. We can argue with that all you want, but it's time for the meme stream, fam. Time for the meme stream, time to talk about cringe, time to talk about stuff. Although, if you want to stick out, no, we could probably put in you on the stream. Maybe you're the cringe material, but anyway, nah, fam. But anyway, time for the stream. Where's my intro? Where's my intro? Where's my intro? There you go. Excuse me. Jeez. Just in time. Indeed, just in time. Just gonna transition back to the fan arts, because of course we gotta start with fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. Fan arts! It is time for fan arts before we get to the stream. This one is by Flawless Nekos. That is a very, very cute Rule 63 appa. Very, very cute, very, very cool chibi Rule 63 appa. Flawless Nekos has been great fan arts. Great fan arts. Thank you so much for the fan art. If you want to send fan arts, links to my Twitter down below, or my email, if I actually read emails. I clearly need to read my emails, my goddamn. But seriously, the people who've been emailing me stuff are freaking ads or sponsors, and like I get fucking sick of that shit. But to the point where some people who genuinely want to contact me and genuinely want to talk to me just got lost in the void. Just stop emailing me and telling me that you're going to promote your antivirus shit or something. Nah, I'm not gonna promote that shit. No thanks, buddy. Anyway, also, Mel Cedar King always gives up the best fan art. I love that. That gook. I love that me getting wrecked right there. The Dragon Balls reference right there. And also, this is me. That over-emotional white appabend wasn't even worth my time. Who are you? I am you from a different, better universe. Thank you so much for the fan art. I want to see how this comic goes. Is there gonna be a chapter 2? Will there be a chapter 2 if we reach $500 for the stream? Miracles tend to happen. Miracles tend to happen. I don't know. Last time on stream, somebody did immediately donate $150 on stream. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ. Why the hell would you do that? But anyway, miracles do happen. Thank you so much for the fan arts. Again, send me fan arts, links down below. And also donate Streamlabs, links down below. Let's get to the cringe. Oh! Oh, hey, Aiden's on the chat. Hey, hello, Aiden. How are you doing? Anyway, greetings, Bruce. Blizzard account, battle tag, game World of Warcraft, action taken, action suspended, violent, disruptive, offensive gameplay, flaming, trolling, or offensive language interrupting a Black Lives Matter in-game. A Black Lives Matter in-game protest. Why? Why would you do a Black Lives Matter in-game protest? Why? How can you expect people to take you seriously when you're doing a Black Lives Matter protest in fucking World of Warcraft? Suspension expires on 21/20, December 31st, 21/20. 21/20. That is the 2120. Oh, assuming that this is real, of course. Assuming that this is real. But clearly from that 2020, what did I say 2120? 2120, they got banned for literally 100 years. 100 years, December 31st. Why December 31st? We haven't reached December in this year, so it's kind of weird that the standards has to be on December 31st at 1443 UTC. That's weird. But seriously, assuming that this is real. But for real though, one thing I can tell you is that please, for the love of God, do not do a protest of a serious issue in real life in a freaking video game. I mean, the last time people did it was in Fortnite. They talk about issues of race and everything like that. Remember that? Remember how people try to talk about issues in Fortnite seriously, and then a bunch of people in Fortnite just throw tomatoes at the screen? Man, that was amazing. Just don't do this. If you are actually doing this, don't do this. Well, I mean, actually, don't play World of Warcraft in general. Don't play Blizzard games in general. Why are y'all still playing Blizzard games? Come on, y'all. Okay, what is this? Carefully, cautiously planning my move. Okay, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know about y'all. I'm no expert on chess, but I am pretty sure that's not exactly the right orientation, the right position for all the pieces in chess. Why is the pawn literally on the back? Why is the rook on the center of the board? Why there are two queens? Why are there two queens in here? This is no simp September. There shouldn't be any queens in here. Why is the king simping on the corner? The king has two queens. The king has two queens. Actually, you know what? That is king shit. That is some legit king shit. So good on you, white king. Why does the white king have two queens while the black king... Actually, the black king does have two queens as well. So... Actually... Why? Why are you doing this shit? Why is this? Is this a version of chess? Is this the 4D chess that they're talking about? Also, why is this girl's cleavage so freaking pronounced? This is 2020. I think cleavage is not the... I think people were gonna complain about the over-sexualization of stuff. No, Sim September. I have no freaking idea, but people are saying that it is a day. But anyway, okay, what is this? 21 pilots... Jeez, dog, shut up. 21 Pilots frontman Tyler Joseph issues apology after receiving criticism for insensitive tweets. Okay, what is this insensitive tweets? The singer-songwriter received backlash for seemingly joking about fans asking him to use his platform to... Jeez, that dog. That dog's detecting cringe on the outside. Damn. The freaking... that dog is... There's so much cringe being streamed outside to the World Wide Web that the dog is like sniffing on it and detecting. It's like the dog got freaking triggered. Jeez. Jeez, dog, calm down. Man. What is up with you? Jeez. Okay, whatever. Joseph later posted... Somehow we get to... Joseph later posted a series of tweets addressing mental health and suicide prevention and clarified his earlier comments, saying, "In case you're wondering where I stand, Black Lives Matter." Joseph's initial tweets prompted a debate over whether or not celebrities have a responsibility to speak out about social justice issues. I mean, it's their platform. They can do it however they want. It can be cringe as fuck, and we're gonna make fun of it if it's cringe, but again, at the end of the day, it's their platform. They can do it however the fuck they want. A lot of people have been using their platform to spread cringe, such as me, but you guys to keep asking me to use platforms. Feels good to dust these bad boys. Seriously? This is not the word. Come on, yeah, come on. It's clearly a joke. It's just using a platform. Get it? Because he has a shoe and his shoe got used to platform him. That's how he used his platform. Seriously? That's what you call an insensitive tweet? What is the complaint? I don't get it. Jesus, the dog. Oh my god. It's Rags out there literally complaining that he couldn't get on EFAP or something. It just, jeez. Jeez, dog, calm down. We haven't even gone to the cringe yet. We've only just started. We've only just started the stream, bruv. Unless if you consider that, fam, can you help me out? What the fuck is up with that dog outside, fam? Jeez, he's not even wake up. But anyway, where was that? No, that's actually not what we mean. We would like to speak up on the injustice in this country. Well, of course, that's what he means. He knows that that's what everybody means. He obviously knows. But he doesn't really care. He just uses it to spread jokes and have fun and everything like that. Which, for the record, is also not a bad thing to do. I mean, for God's sake, people have been exposed with this drama, with this news about racial injustice 24/7 that people got tired of it. I talk about this so many times in my videos at this point that it's just cringe. But anyway, jeez. What is up with you, man? What is up with you? For real, though. For real, dog. For real. Seriously. I think he needs donations. Streamlabs link down below. Pay 50 bucks to make sure this dog shut up. Jeez. At least he's not wearing fake Yeezys. But yeah, speak for yourself. Anyway, what is this? Oh, Jesus. Out of context, everything. I thought we already, you've been into a drama. We know that you've been to a drama. You know you're, whatever. Hey, it's Mr. Meme. I know. Oh, Mr. Meme. Okay, and I'm leaving this account. It's nothing but drama. Always caused by the other moderators being extremely immature, and I'm sick of it. Well, this is what happens when you have a gimmick account run by minors. This is what happens when you have gimmick account run by like 13 to 14 to 15-year-olds. Jeez, the doggo can't calm down. It's so much cringe, so much. Oh my god. I joined this account to post memes, not in dramas because the other mods are idiots. At one time, our former moderators made fun. Jesus, the dog is mad. Like, real mad. Made fun of a fucking grooming 50. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It has to be something serious. I'll be right back. There you go. He wants to poo, and he can't poo because the door is locked. Of course. Anyway, where is I? I don't want to leave Twitter since I get to talk to my favorite content creators, but at the same time, all of the other moderators kept on creating drama, whether it's making fun of a grooming victim because they like someone made animation memes, or making fun of a fucking anime character with big tits and then getting semi-popular anituber to make drama surrounding us. Hey, I'm not exactly an anituber, but hey, I do cover dramas in my stream, and this is some delicious drama, and you caused it, or at least the people who control your account caused it. So, and people bring up decades-old drama we've already dealt with, and I'm tired of it. Well, the drama that involve you aren't exactly decades old, but anyway. If you're running this account means being in constant drama 24/7, I'd rather leave this account than post memes to talk to my favorite content creators from YouTube. Unless the other mods can learn how to not to make drama, I'm leaving this account full stop. Jeez. Oh, man. Mr. Meme, moderator of Out of Context Everything. Well, I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, well, good for you for trying to get out of drama, but how about Out of Context Everything not get involved in drama in general? Your gimmick account? Not exactly. What is this? Oh! That's, you see, this is a thing that I need to talk to every single person, every single people out there. All of these art police who wants to quote unquote fix art on Twitter. All right, you're gonna get this. Unfortunately, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get people to quote unquote fix your art as well in a way that they personally deem to be good or to be nice, and you trying to fix you having an account centered on fixing art. Well, people are going to fix your OC, your particular character. You get what you deserve. You made the bed, so literally lie in it. Anyway, what is this? Tony Waptano. Oh, okay. This is Anthony Fantano. The biggest music nerd on the internet. Anyway, hey, word of advice: don't ask for any opinion you don't want to hear, bitch. Okay. Dude is talking down a 16-year-old grown ass man. I'm missing a lot of context in this drama. Okay, I know he criticized music. I know that's what he does. His channel talks about music and he talks trash in a lot of music. But what is this reaction? What the fuck? Angry in a fruits mention over an opinion. Sad. Are you done yet? Is the tantrum? Mom, let's just. Anthony? What's wrong with... What's going on here, Anthony? Excuse me, Anthony. It seems to me that if we're going to call people who criticize you having a tantrum, I'm kind of seeing the opposite here. I'm seeing you're the one who's having the tantrum. So... Not exactly a good way to handle this stuff. Bye-bye, unfollow on your way out. Who can reply? People the needle drop mentioned can reply. Oh, well. So not only that he has a tantrum, he tweeted a bunch of stuff signifying that he has a tantrum. He also blocked people for replying to his tweets. I mean, come on, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? So, you gotta be drunk, man. Something's wrong with you. You gotta be drunk. Come on, y'all. Anyway, now we can talk about the quote-unquote revolutionaries. Don't you just love this revolution? I think I've talked about this on stream a while ago about how the people who about how people who say that pirating anime, sorry, not pirating anime, how people who say that anime is made by Japanese fascists and that it's imperialism apologia or something along those lines. And my rebuttal to that is basically, then why are you telling me to support companies that support fascist propaganda? And this is kind of the same energy. Okay, not really, but this kind of gives on the same sort of conclusion. I mean, seriously, check this out. A riotous history of uncivil actions in defense of looting. So you got this book saying in defense of looting. But the problem with this book here is that the scanning, uploading, and distribution of this book without permission is a theft of the author's intellectual property. But your book is saying in defense of looting. So if we loot your book, then shouldn't you be in defense of it? So it's only in defense of looting to the things that you personally say that it deserves to be looted. I mean, it's okay when we do it. Then there's also this hashtag resist capitalism. This is an old one actually. Hashtag resist capitalism. But here's buy our stuff. I thought resist capitalism, but the problem is I thought you're gonna be spreading stuff. I thought you're gonna be spreading everybody should deserve the stuff that they get. But apparently we have to pay for it. Okay. Then there's also this, the one in the thumbnail. Agretsuko said, "Screw you, capitalism." No, very much I did not. What are you talking about? Not me. Wrong bitch. Yeah, I think the person who controlled the Netflix account has always been has been established as not exactly stable. But seriously, screw you, capitalism. So okay, if you're going to take that stance that screw you, capitalism, then that means that we have the right to steal your stuff. Seriously, man. Seriously, man. No, very much I did not. But you're spreading this. You're the one spreading this particular rhetoric everywhere. You're the one who's spreading. You're the official account on Netflix. So I don't. We can take over Netflix then. We can pirate shit on Netflix. I think Netflix has given you the right to pirate stuff. But seriously though. Man. Oh man. Another cringe take. Since when is the opposite of capitalism taking people's stuff? Can we have a discussion on private property? Can we have a discussion on copyright or copyright or private property in general? Because people don't seem to consider that the property that we buy, the property that we have are the things that we own, and therefore it is justified to pirate it or loot it or whatever. If they're going to take that stance, then I'm sorry, people are going to just do it on your end too, if that's the stance that you're going to take. So do you think property exists only exists in capitalism? Do you even know what capitalism is? Do you? Do you? Anyway, what is this? An overlooked I'm waiting for the Xbox Series X and PS5 prices as if there's a world where you could afford either. Rest assured that's not being able to afford something. Oh, this. No, you don't. But anyway, an overlooked part of writing about games, employers will almost never buy you the hardware required to fully do the job. I had to privately budget buying a 4K TV and 2 consoles this fall. Wait, so so apparently game journalists have the privilege to ask their employers that they can get a free 4K TV and a free console? Well, I too would want a free Xbox Series X and PS5 and also a free 4K TV. I mean, come on, y'all. Why would you need a 4K TV? I mean, I suppose if you're the guy who do benchmark stuff, if you're the guy who do benchmark stuff like Digital Foundry or Gamers Nexus or whoever, and you do benchmark for Xbox Series X and PS5 just to make sure that the games that they have on there is actually running on the PS5, is actually running on 4K. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're doing? Because I don't think that's what you're doing. I think you're just doing that because you just want to play games and stuff. I mean, considering that we're still in the transitionary period, you don't really need to own an Xbox Series X and a PS5. You don't need an Xbox Series X and a PS5 to actually, you know, play the games that are going to be released. So, yeah. So, anyway, I've had a lot of media jobs, so my memory is fuzzy on the older series, but this is my best guess. 1UP 45K a year? MTV 50K, G4 55K, EGM, Gaming Monthly, 72K, Giant Bomb 65K, no race over 4 years if I can correctly. Kotaku 77K, Waypoint 90K. Today 100K thanks to yearly union pay rises. Chaos Sonic donated $1. Leeches these game journalists. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. You can have an opinion about things, but at least you know what you're talking about. That is assuming that you do. That is assuming that you do. The ridiculous part is realistically it's not even a huge expense for a giant corporation to buy their video games coverage Steam new hardware. It's a big expense for the workers, but for a massive corporation, throwing a few $1,000s around for this stuff would be nothing. Wait, hold on a second. The ridiculous part is realistically it's not even a huge expense for a giant corporation to buy their video games coverage for Team new hardware. It's a big expense for the workers, but for a massive corporation, throwing a few $1,000s around for this stuff would be nothing. That actually depends on the publication. Depends on the publication how much money they actually make. Depends on the publication, depends on how much money they actually make. Not only that, but it also depends on how much workers are going to need Xbox Series X or PS5. I mean, you can't just buy everybody Xbox Series X and PS5. Everybody's going to get Xbox Series X and PS5 for free or 4K TV for free just because we tell you to review them. And that is assuming we're going to tell you to review them or something. But it depends. That shit seems wild to me. As someone who has to work with hardware at their job constantly, the idea that you couldn't expense the stuff or hell that these companies somehow can't provide you with demo hardware is so bad. But they don't? But I thought they do. I thought to a lot of gaming publications, I thought they do. I thought you're the ones who are getting the exclusive access to PS5 or Xbox Series X or whatever. You get review copies or review samples of these particular products. Review samples happen a lot. Even YouTubers get review samples. So it is to be expected that certain YouTube... Well, you only get temporary review samples. Sometimes review samples, you get it and then you have to send it back to the company. So you don't get it all the time. But hey, if you're going to do it for review, I mean, it's better for you to get a review sample rather than buy the console that probably you're never ever going to use because you're going to be using the PC, for example, or you're going to be just using the PC. So again, Employers should definitely be Chaos Sonic to $1. With all that money given to the game journalists, it is a wonder why these game journalists are getting fired more and more. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Employers should definitely be responsible for those costs. One of the things I hate about the game industry is that keep pushing hardware demands when decades-old computers are fine for everything but games. Everything but games. $1,000 of an equipment for a $60 game is a hell of a hidden cost. Again, that's a lot of nuance. That's a lot of it depends on the conversation. It depends on the hardware. It depends on the games. It depends on pretty much literally everything. So, anyway, let's see. No, on base Japan, you weren't supposed to be political. Okay, what is this? Japanese tennis star Naomi Osaka has pulled over a major tennis tournament in it's taking the stance for the protesting. Okay, good for her. Okay, good for her. I mean, we can argue if it's cringe or not, but okay. I don't see why. No, on base Japan, you weren't supposed to be political. No. Is this actually Japanese or Japanese American? Because a lot of people who have dual nationalities. They can be Japanese and they become American, but they can be born as American, and then they get fed with American politics, which is why their opinions are more leaning to American politics, and that's why they do all of this stuff. I mean, I don't get it. This is not Japan. One person is not Japan. So I don't see why the MAGA guys are screaming or seething. So might surprise you, but no one reflects our Japanese people. But that's what you said. That's what you're trying to suggest here, that one person is representing Japanese people, or at least to the people who argue. What can you be at least consistent? Anyway, what is this? Ubisoft China apologizes for releasing coffee cup with handle on the inside. What? How can you? What? How is it possible that you can do? How is it? What kind of engineering that allows you to make such monstrosity? What kind of engineering that has caused you to make this monstrosity? Like, what? That does definitely look like something that is made in China. Jeez. Oh, man. Ubisoft, what are y'all doing? Kelsonic1 donated to $1. She looks Japanese American. As also, what did you expect when Twitter handle was racist indeed? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Anyway, what is this? World of Warcraft is coming to PS5, the first ever home console version. Well, that is amazing. More and more people are going to be addicted to World of Warcraft again. Assuming that World of Warcraft is still good, which I heard, depending on the version of the World of Warcraft you're talking about, is either good or not good. But anyway, it depends. PC losing their biggest exclusive. Okay. Okay. I mean, has anyone ever actually get pissed that a PC game is no longer an exclusive? Why are the console guys? Why are the console people? Why are the console peasants thinking that the PC gamers would be pissed that a PC exclusive game would not be exclusive? I think we're pretty much gonna be okay. It's pretty much we're okay with it. Actually, it's good that it's coming to PS5. I want it coming to the fucking TI calculator. If it's possible. I want it to come into a lot of platforms. So, I don't get it. Moving on. Okay, what is this? Damn, long thread. Neba, jeez. Hard to overstate the impact of the zombie apocalypse genre had on normalizing the idea of mowing down or driving to crowds of unarmed people as self-defense. Excuse me? Remember how popular zombie shit was 4 or 5 years ago? It went straight to conservatives' lizard's brain. Excuse me? And then they all went out and bought Ford F-150s and AR-15s and think this is now where... What? I think the most explicit connection was made in AMC's 2017's Fear the Walking Dead. 2017? But I thought... What was the road trade actually happened? Was it 2017 or 2016? But Okay, anyway, in which the second episode, anti-police protests erupt over the shooting of Black Zombie. Although it didn't make it explicit, it was pretty clearly referencing Black Lives Matter, and the message was extremely reactionary. See, those BLM protesters will protest any police shooting, no matter how justified, even if it's fictional undead What? Well, I haven't seen Fear of the Walking Dead because, I mean, who watches Walking Dead these days? But still, the conclusion one could draw are grim. In the episode, I think you're the one who is seeing this. No, you're the one who is seeing this. No one is... In the episode, the protesters are wrong and their actions worsen the outbreak. These protesters are undermining our society's defense against the hordes. One doesn't have to reach to see parallels to contemporary conspiracy theories. I think you're reaching, fam. I'm sorry. Of course, everyone knows zombies aren't real, but one has to question why, in that cultural moment where we're contriving reasons for anti-racist protests to be irrational and unjustified, and justifications for running over, mowing down unarmed humanoids. This is one show that is not as popular as the main series. Has anyone ever actually talked about Fear the Walking Dead? Has Fear the Walking Dead caused any sorts of cultural impact? I don't recall that, but anyway... This is a far cry from George Romero's iconic 1968 film Night of the Living Dead, which popularized the zombie outbreak genre in the US, in which a smart, cool-headed black man holds up against zombies with a group of panicked white people who are parents leaving him the loss of a cool-headed black man holds up against zombies with a group of panicked white people who are I think I've ever heard of that one before. I think this particular story has more cultural significance and impact in the whole zombie genre than the Fear of the Walking Dead. Wait, it is The Walking Dead, isn't it? It is The Walking Dead, isn't it? Only to be casually shot by a trigger-happy zombie extermination posse replete with cops, good old boys, and hunting dogs. Clearly, this person hasn't played the original, the Telltale's Walking Dead, but in that story, the outbreak is a limited phenomenon, which one might surmise temporarily gives the white posse free reign to a narration. Oh, God. The genre managed to pull a complete 180 over the course of 50 years. What? From a somewhat vague anti-racist ethos to slavering anti-racist apocalyptic paranoia, the course of its development mirrors the rise of American fascism. I feel we need to do an addenda because people are interpreting this as a direct causation. I think you're the one who did that. But the type of violence driving to a crowd and the preemptive post hoc justification for the violence, my vehicle was being overrun, comes straight out of zombie flicks. Sonic wandered to $1. No zombies came from Haitian voodoo. Thank you so much, donation. Keep them coming. If someone talked about needing to plow through a crowd because the truck was being overrun and we didn't have the cultural context of zombie films where that action was presented as smart and necessary to survival, no one would hesitate to see them as bloodthirsty freak. I don't know why you cited The Walking Dead as an example, where you could have cited Dead Rising. Dead Rising is the one, it's not just a zombie apocalypse story, it's a zombie apocalypse video game where you can actually use vehicles to plow through zombies. There's in Dead Rising 2, you can literally chain like chainsaws in a motorcycle and plow through hordes and hordes of zombies. Why? The Fear of the Walking Dead, a series that is more focused on the emotional connection between the human beings that are suffering in the zombie apocalypse, rather than an entertainment that is centered on zombie apocalypse in general, like Dead Rising, on actually mowing down zombies. I muted this 12 hours ago. Well, you're not gonna heard of this one. So if you're mad at me and want to hit me with a truck or whatever, I don't know, maybe perish. Well, you're just stupid. You're just stupid. No desire to hit anybody with a truck. The only people who I'm going to hit with a truck are the actual animal abusers out there on YouTube. You know those guys? Yeah, those people I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit those with a truck. Jeez. But anyway, where's I? Hey, non-black artist, before you even think about it, how about you don't draw Black Panther art for a memoriam cloud? Not saying you can't grieve, but consider giving the space of expression to black people. But why though? But why? Non-black artists, before you even think about, how about you don't draw Black Panther art for a memoriam cloud? Not saying you can grieve, but consider giving the space of expression to black people first. Okay, then when are you going to let us then? then why are you going to let not us? I mean, I'm not white, or at least last time I checked. But when are you going to give non-white white people, non-black artists, sorry, non-black people the space to actually express their grief to Chadwick Boseman? I mean, seriously though. Oh, come on. Seriously? Hello, my friend. I hope that you are hanging in there. Yesterday, I sent an email checking everybody. In just a few hours, we learned the death of Chadwick Boseman. Life's so very fragile. Tomorrow's not promised. Overall, the past 6 years of Black Lives Matter movement have traveled to... Okay, moving on. I'm just moving on. Sorry. Sean King. No, moving on. That's too much. Luffy didn't protest. Goku didn't protest. Ichigo didn't protest. Meliodas didn't protest. Naruto didn't protest. Deku didn't protest. Yugi didn't protest. Yusuke didn't protest. They all got stronger and destroyed everyone in their path. Get stronger and stop asking permission. Wait, is this your way of justifying violence in general? Because anime characters... You perceive anime characters to not protest that they destroy people in general. Do these anime characters even destroy everyone in their path? I thought that's what villains do. I don't recall Naruto destroying everybody in his path. He fought a lot of people, especially in the earlier seasons. I don't recall him killing anybody. I don't recall him killing Neji. He did injure Neji or Kiba during the tuning exams, but I don't recall him killing anybody last time I checked, or at least in the earlier seasons. I don't know the Shippuden seasons. I haven't been paying attention, but I can tell you Naruto didn't really kill anybody. Unless you think that Naruto is some psychopath. But I thought anime is the one that promotes the whole idea of friendship. Everything is friendship. Friendship is amazing and everything like that, but apparently not. What is this? Magyar record, North American server shutting down, fans unhappy. Magyar record shocks Madoka Magica fans by suddenly announcing the impending shutdown of the game's North American servers. Why are y'all even playing these sorts of games? I don't get it. Magyar record is coming to an abrupt end for English-speaking players. After just over a year of service, the mobile game has now announced that the North American servers are being shut down. Imagine all the money that you spent in this particular mobile game and it just poof, just gone. Imagine this happening to your nearest waifu gacha game. They didn't update shit, or the servers got wrecked or something, and then it just gone. Poof. It's all of it is just a figment of your imagination. Unfortunately, the game also stated that players won't be able to receive refunds for any microtransactions they paid for, regardless of how recent they were. In addition, players won't be able to transfer their progress to the Japanese servers, further upsetting the player base. While every gacha game will likely go offline someday, this sudden upset is not being taken well by fans of Madoka Magica. I mean, jeez. I suppose this is what happens to everybody. This is what's eventually going to happen to a lot of people who are playing gacha games. And why are y'all still playing your gacha games? Go back here to single-player campaigns and visual novels and stuff, instead of spending your money on gacha and your waifus, which you can get for free anyway. But I don't know. I don't know what people find them enjoyable. But well, here's one of the consequences that you should be aware of, I suppose. Anyway, what is this? If gatekeeping male weebs are gonna say women can't watch anime, they shouldn't be able to watch animes created by. Hold on a second. If gatekeeping male weebs are gonna say women can't watch anime, they shouldn't be able to watch animes created by women. Who says that? Has anyone ever said that women cannot watch anime? I don't recall me finding anybody who says that women can't watch anime, especially when women make anime. I think we've proven many times that women not only make animes, they also participate in the fandom. They also make doujins and everything like that. They really love them yaoi doujins, I can tell you that for sure. But to say that they don't have to watch anime, they can't watch anime, why? Because they're women? Do male weebs say women can't watch anime? Because I feel like that's not a thing. It really isn't. It really isn't. It really isn't. I'm a girl who's been a weeb since 4th grade, and not a single male has ever told me I'm not allowed to watch anime. Yeah, imagine if there's some prick over there. Imagine if there's some prick on the internet going to literally every single woman who watch anime and go, hey, you are not allowed to watch anime. You're a woman. You have a vagina. Actually, my male weeb friends actively encourage me to watch more anime. It's the pick me energy. Just because you ain't experienced it don't mean others have. Pick me energy. Somehow I find that statement kind of misogynistic, but anyway. Oh, Bay, has he picked you up yet? Oh. So what you're trying to suggest here is that this person is simping for the boys who watch anime so that she can get their dicks. Is that what you're trying to say? And that this person watches anime because they want to get them wee boy dicks. I'm kind of find that hard to believe. But this is that's kind of an interesting suggestion, but okay. What is this? 2060. Hey, RTX 2060. White women, naturally endowed with the perfect balance of billowing blossoms, curly hips, brimming with femininity, will now undergo Asiafication surgery at coming of age because white men, now all intimidated by the adult female body due to androgen loss and porn social engineering. What? I have no dog in this fight because I'm in good shape and tinier. Sure. But if you like pick A over pick B, you are in fact socially engineered or slightly homosexual. Okay. God forbid that people have preferences. God forbid that. Is it gay to like women? Is it gay to like women, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently, it is gay to like women. Seems as though Mabel is bitter and insecure. No, I'm Christian and porn is... Of course. Of course. Not to mention, locks poor men into porn addiction, increases their erectile dysfunction, promotes trafficking. I can go on. Pornographers should be strung up and killed. Jeez. Okay. Jeez. That's one hell of a take. I love how all sides of Twitter are in shock and awe about my tweet talking about men increasingly preferring prepubescence over adult female sexual cues. Google teen porn, most watched porn genre. Look at what the men are watching. Save your fucking outrage, you satanic cunts. Okay. Chaos91 buck. My BS meter is going ding. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But what? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm moving on from that. Trans rights are human rights. That is not a trans woman. I am a transgender woman. That is not a transgender woman. That's not a trans woman. That's not a trans woman at all. Like that is not a trans woman, like at all, my friend. That is just not a trans woman. A woman, your friend, your loved one, a human being. I am a transgender woman. I am a woman. I am your friend. I am your loved one and a human being. Okay. But you're also not a man. Okay, fine. You're not your dirty secret. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. If you want people to be treated equally, if you want trans people to be treated equally, then unfortunately, they are going to be people's dirty secret as well. I mean, cis people become their own dirty secrets. People have their own dirty secrets. And unfortunately, some of them are going to be trans people. If you want to be treated equally, then you're going to get it. I'm sorry. Not a fetish. I am not a fetish. Well, unfortunately, there are some people that consider you a fetish. In the same way that some people consider, actually, a lot of cis people have been fetishized to the point where there are separate genres on them. You want cis Asian women? You want cis Asian men? You want cis black women? Cis black men? I don't know. There are so many genres of cis people. I'm kind of fighting it. Actually, there needs to be more genre of trans for. What the fuck am I talking about? Jesse, what the fuck are you on about? Not a female, not a tranny, not a trap, not a transgender, not your trans Wikipedia. Okay, hold on. Not your trans Wikipedia. Then how are we supposed to get our trans information? Are we not going to get our trans information from a trans person? Okay then, not here to please your curiosity. Well, unfortunately, you are... assuming that Astolfo is, assuming that you think that Astolfo is a trans woman, you're doing your best to gain men's attention by dressing up that way. And I don't know about you, but if the men complain that they've been tricked into thinking that this is a cis woman, I think they have every right to complain. But then again, you're using Astolfo as an example, which is a trap, not a trans person. But okay. Anyway. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one very funny drama. I mean, this drama is fucking hilarious, I swear to God. Okay, I just found out that doing ahegao if you're white is racist. I'm really sorry for being so ignorant for so long. I'll be deleting all my ahegao. Serious? Okay, a bit more context. This person is an OnlyFans woman. Woman who uses OnlyFans to sell her nudes and everything like that. So that's why she talks about how ahegao is racist and everything like that. So she'll be deleting all of her ahegao posts. And that's because this particular account over here made a very educational thread about this. And I just retweeted it, so go read that. The person locked her account, so thankfully I managed to grab the screenshots of the thread. The thread is long as fuck, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I also realized that thread was posted in July and I didn't see it until now. I didn't see it either. But, and again, I'm terribly sorry for the damage I have caused by perpetuating racist stereotypes. You're an OnlyFans girl. Your job is to look nice in nudes for people to pay them. I mean, come on, yeah. I will be donating to charities that help the victims affected by these racist stereotypes because I have profited off of ahegao for too long and it is not right for me to keep money that I made being racist. What is this white guilt? This is some serious white guilt that I'm seeing. Regardless of if you think ahegao is racist or not, I no longer want to do it. I started with it 2 years ago because I did not think of the connotations behind the face and because it earned me money, which I desperately needed when I was a broke college student. Okay. I have a large enough platform that my voice matters and I want to speak out about issues I care about, especially now that I am getting a bit more attention than usual. Thanks for reading. This is, I mean, you see, the one revelation that is actually not surprising to a lot of you people, but I'm going to reveal it to it anyway. Chaos Sunny fan donate to $1. OnlyFans for women are so petty that they're jealous of fictional girls. Yeah, we talked about that a while ago when they, it's not just the OnlyFans. Actually, it's mostly just OnlyFans. There's Twitch streamers as well. To talk about when Project Melody came in. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But anyway, the thing is, this is the original thread that the original poster referred to. And this person also has an OnlyFans account and is also selling nudes. So you over here, I'm not interpreting, this is not you trying to solve racism because ahegao racist, that's a load of nonsense. That's bullshit. That's a load of BS. That is a load of BS, right? So you're doing this to remove the competition. You're doing this because you cannot make a good ahegao face. This is my tinfoil hat. You're doing this because you want to remove the competition. Because the people are doing ahegao faces. Other people are doing ahegao faces and they're doing it much better than you. So that's why you need to find a way to remove the competition. By making the post that's saying that it's racist and therefore if you do it you are morally wrong or something along those lines. But anyway, why you shouldn't be doing ahegao if you're not Asian. A key point in understanding why this isn't ethical for non-Asians, especially white people, to do is acknowledging that there are stereotypes specific for sexuality of women of color which constantly disempowers us. Okay, hold on a second. Chaos Sonic wanted it to $1. You look like someone beat her with her ugly stick. Jeez. Jesus. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, but jeez. Anyway, examples are the angry black woman, the fiery and sexual Latina, the Asian dragon lady, the Asian dragon lady, I love that one, and the submissive Asian slut. These stereotypes prevent us, women of color, from being taken seriously and from claiming sexual autonomy. You are a woman in OnlyFans. You are selling nudes in OnlyFans. I think people are not going to take you seriously by default. I'm sorry to say this, but the real world are not going to take people who sell OnlyFans nudes seriously. How would you expect people to take you seriously when you are selling nudes? You are selling nudes and you complain about how these stereotypes that people like, that people have a fetish on probably, and you find it uncomfortable and you find it removes your autonomy. Oh, Jesus. Seriously? Fam! Yo, fam! Fam! The internet got disconnected. The fuck? The internet got disconnected. Hello? The internet got disconnected. And everybody's typing F on the chat, and people can't see shit. The fuck is up? Why is the internet disconnecting now? Why now of all times? Are you okay, internet? Jeez. Hello? Is the stream okay? It's one of those days, apparently. Oh, man. Come on! Why is the internet not working? You're downloading something, fam. Fam. Downloading something? No? Jeez. Internet's not working. I don't know why. Internet's not working. I don't know why. Reconnection successful. Okay. Okay, then are you good? The internet just derped for 1 second there. Is it good? Is it okay now? Internet's back now. It just derped for 1 second. It just derped. The internet just derp. Internet just commits seppuku. There's too much cringe. Now it's stable. Now it's stable. The internet just derp, 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 derp. It's back. Jeez. Takes a freaking OnlyFans account to talk shit. Anyway, it should be good. Should be good. Everybody's good, all right? Quality's still shit as always, but at least you can see it. Anyway, where are we? Kindly note that there aren't any stereotypes reserved for white women. Oh, Jovini the Hyena donated $10. Thank you so much. It really shows how bored and petty you are when you see everyone's enjoying as a hate crime. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. I need better internet. Please get to my Streamlabs links down below. I need a much better internet. Not even your internet can handle this much cringe. But anyway, where are we? I need to refresh the view count first for a minute. Maybe it was just suddenly derp and it didn't decide to stream. Anyway, where are we? As harmful as the one for women of color, sexist issues often intersect with racial issues with women of color and LGBT POC and during the worst of it. Okay. Aigal represents the worst aspect of the submissive Asian slut stereotype. While it is often argued that it's merely unbecoming, funny of face that anyone that the trolls of pleasure can pull. We have to remember the context most often used in. It's most often performed by underage or at the very least infantilistic female characters in hentai manga who are overwhelmed by pleasure without their consent. Depends on the manga though, but okay, fine, I'll give you that in general. It's an extreme version of submissive slut. Ideal thrust upon Asian women. Ideal thrust upon Asian women. Submissive slut ideal thrust upon Asian women. thrust upon Asian women. Ideal thrust upon Asian women. Why am I laughing at a bad pun? Thrust. That we are timid, shy, childlike, and innocent. The slut part is correct, considering that you're selling nudes in OnlyFans, but okay. But with a hidden appetite for sexual pleasure that can be coaxed out of us with aggressive sexual advances. You can see how subscription to this ideal devalues the consent and agency of Asian women. I'm trying to figure out the big brain of OnlyFans women complaining about sexualization. I'm trying to make sense of this entire commotion. That apparently it is possible that OnlyFans women that sell nudes to people also complain about sexualization and stereotyping. I don't get you. How is it possible that you hold these two views? Oh, man. And it's not just present in manga and Japanese culture. Female submissiveness and conservatism is demanded across many Asian cultures, especially those that have been colonized or influenced by Western countries. Well, depend on the country, but I suppose in general it's true. Here in the Philippines, a former Spanish and American colony, the Dalangang Filipina ideal is defined as submissive, shy, polite, often mestiza, hyper-feminine, and in denial of her desire for male attention. She's pakipot. She says no, but her heart says otherwise. Huh. You can wear her down and earn her consent with aggressive courtship that often lead towards assault. Damn. Philippines are freaking base. They have their own language for Aiga women. but seriously, what the hell is that? The stereotype is real enough to be recognized and lampooned in the novel Noli Me Tangere in 1887, where it's brought to life to comedic and tragic effect by the Maria Clara character. It's still real enough to be referenced in the dating courtship legal memes I see. Again, I just don't understand the logic of somebody talking about whatever. Like all social constructs, Aigao and the larger submissive and exotic Asian slut stereotype is made in service of the sexist, racist status quo. And like other social construct, it can be reclaimed only by the people it is oppressed. Same way that only black people can use the N-word. All other non-black people, especially white people, cannot use it. Because our forefathers have all used such derogatory nomenclature to subjugate black folk. We cannot continue the subjugation. The slur is not ours. So much rambling. Okay, I'm just going to move on. That's too much. Why you shouldn't be doing Ayagao if you're not Asian. A key point in understanding why this isn't ethical for non-Asians, especially white people, to do is acknowledging that there are stereotypes specific to the sexuality of women of color which constantly disempower us. I think you are disempowering yourself by selling nudes to people. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Call to the night donate to $1. The difference between you, bitch, and manga is that you are that pathetic to compare yourself to. You are that pathetic to compare yourself to manga females, which are more pretty than you anyway. Jeez. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Muting this, I said everything in the thread. You not only muted this thread, you also privated your entire chat, your entire Twitter account. Not to waste my time explaining to non-Asian male weebs, I am Asian, and I tell you this is bullshit. That liking anime and appreciating a culture does not give you the opportunity to say what's racist or not against Asian women. This ain't racist, fam. Jeez. If you want to engage it, do it on my OnlyFans. Nah, fam, I'm good, fam. I'm good. There's also, seriously, why are the people who complain about this every single time, the people who complain about the people doing Aigao faces, all right, the people who are doing Aigao faces, there are girls in OnlyFans doing Aigao faces, and there are girls who are also in OnlyFans complaining that these girls are doing Aigao faces. Both of y'all, I think both of y'all are doing exactly the same. My nanny is calling. Hello.
Yan.
Ya, napa?
Wayan bikin makanan dulu sendiri ya.
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 Ya, okay, Wayan bikin sendiri. Yuk. Anyway, Pakus Miku9 donated $5. May you be blessed, my friend. Thank you. I am definitely blessed with that $5. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. You are fantastic. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, my appa's nanny saying that I can only I need to make my own food, which is that was my nanny, and she tells me that I need to make my own food. Well, fair enough, I suppose. I mean, I can make my own food. Unlike that guy, remember that guy last week who says that he wants the Japanese neighbor to make his own food for him. Remember that? That was trash. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Aigao. Why is it every single time the people who complain about Aigao faces to people who do OnlyFans are also having OnlyFans themselves? If you need, bring a crusty ass mayo bitch. Ooh. Being a crusty ass mayo bitch. Okay, really showed. Fellow sex workers, please block and report I did. Why are y'all sex workers calling each other out for... I don't... If you need clarification why Aigao... Apparently... Okay. Sex workers, ladies and gentlemen... It's now getting woke. Sex work is now woke, ladies and gentlemen. Call to the night, donate to $1. It is almost as if OnlyFans lack the revelation that they are whores. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. If you need clarification why Aigao isn't okay, literally read one single article. If you're still cool with it, then also block me. Thanks. Her account doesn't say 18 plus for a reason. What? Yeah, it's OnlyFans. People who are angry that others have their OnlyFans account much better than them are complaining that other OnlyFans account are doing fetishes that please people. I don't have a side to this debate. It just y'all stupid. Y'all are stupid. Seriously. OnlyFans, of course. Of course, this person also said I'm too tired to reply to everyone who doesn't understand why Ayagao is racist. Just sell your dudes to people. Oh my god. There are lots of great threads on Twitter about it. And also, if a black or person of color says something is racist, even if you don't understand why, just be a decent person and stop fucking doing it. I did. 16. Nice. 69 quote tweets. 69 quote tweets. Wow. Really nice. 69 quote tweets. 69 quote tweets. That's only my reply. The 69 quote tweets. Also, y'all OnlyFans account, man. Come on, y'all. Seriously. The fact that there are people who pay for nudes is hilarious. User warn, shaming sex workers and their supporters. Wow, Reset Era. I never thought, well, actually, it is not surprising that people on Reset Era are going to be siding with the Sims who are paying for them nudes. They're going to be siding with the sex workers who are using their body to enrich the experience of all the internet users out there by giving them a paywall so that they can access their nudes, so that some Sims can jerk off to them. I really love, and I mean, I really, really love the fact that people talk about men fetishizing women as sexualizing women is not okay. But women being a sex worker, fetishizing themselves for the pleasure of the men who paid them, that's perfectly fine. So essentially, it's not okay for men to fetishize women until they pay them. Which is fucking holy shit. Holy shit, feminists. If we're gonna take that stance, that kind of shows your perspective towards women in general. It is not okay that men fetishize women until you pay them. Why women criticize sexual... You see, thank you, Reset Era. Now we're gonna get to the topic I want to talk about. I want to highlight the hypocrisy. Man, why women criticize sexualized character designs? Oh, off topic 3. Her ass is part of her character. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is a long ass thread. Okay, what is this? Surely that title can't be an actual quote by an actual Reset Era poster. Well, for 1 second, for once, I'd say Reset Era is fucking based. An actual Reset Era poster, if they actually say that asses are part of their character, I'd say that's a pretty fucking base text. That's a pretty base thing to say. But anyway, for real now, let's get to it. I hear you say, to which I reply, oh my sweet summer child. Okay, what is this long thread that you want to get? I used to give a fuck about making these OPs seems professional so the gamers wouldn't be scared away. But I don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, so you're pissed. You're pissed. You don't want to be professional. You are pissed that gamers are just sexualizing these women and everything like that. How dare they? So here's the lowdown. Women and women aligned people. Women and women aligned people. Okay. Women and women aligned people. Can I align myself as part of the women? Can I align myself as part of the women? I am now a woman, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for me to open a YouTube channel and now declare myself to be a trans woman. Jeez. Why am I doing that? Jeez. Are sick and tired of being treated like sacks of meat for the consumption of cis hetero male gays. Well, I too am very sick and... Oh, God, I can't do that shit. This thread is a safe space for discussion and venting by and for women. Non-women are allowed to participate, but only if they behave themselves. Bullshit will be actioned by mods. Despite the title, which is a holdover from the original, this is a thread for feminist discussion for all aspects of video games, not just character designs. And some preemptive rebuttals, revised edition. Okay, what are your preemptive rebuttals? You'd get more people on your side if you weren't such a rude bitch. Well... It depends on the person who say it, but I'd say in general, yes. But some people just like to be raw and true and just don't care about pleasing people and be polite. That's fine. That's fine. As long as your arguments still it don't make sense. I personally, I don't like my style back then when I was in 2016. That I was being rude to people and everything like that back in 2015, 2016, back in those days. Yeah, depends on the person. But I literally don't give a fuck. Well, good for you. Something pussy heat sink something words and deeds. I have no idea what that rebuttal is. But her ass is a part of a character. Dummy fic isn't a Myers-Briggs stud. You see, I don't exactly take people seriously when they cite Myers-Briggs. Myers-Briggs is a really fun thing. It's a really fun thing to know about your personality and everything like that. But I don't take that seriously. It's just a bit of a classification of people's personalities that can be accurate. It can be accurate, but I don't take that seriously. And neither should you. Pakus Mikunainen donated $3. Ah, yes, it seems that women faction numbers have grown. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming. Anyway, keep them coming. Dummy thick isn't a Myers-Briggs type. Sex sells, repeatedly proven not to be a case but go. Okay, so what you're trying to say in the dummy thick part is that dummy thick is a personality. Is that what you're trying to say? Because Myers-Briggs is a personality classifier. Well, depends on the character, I suppose. There are characters whose entire personality is centered on the fact that they're dummy thick. But anyway, sex sells, repeatedly proven not to be the case. Well, considering that you don't have any data or citation, I'm just going to dismiss that as well. Lol, I love the boobs. Good for you, fuck off. Jeez. Yeah, you're pretty salty. One very salty girl. Lamau, dumb feminazis trying to censor games. It's not censoring, it's criticism. Where's my bruh? I need my bruh. Bruh. I need my bruh. Bruh. When we criticize you, you say it's harassment. Every single time. When feminists get criticized, it's harassment. But when you're doing the harassment, it's criticism. It's not censorship, it's criticism. Your criticism is shit though. Even if we accept the fact that it's criticism, it's a shit criticism because your criticism is boobs bad. And I say, no, boobs are good. It's not censoring, it's criticism. No, it's not criticism. It's asking to be treated like goddamn people. You are asking for fictional characters to be treated like people. They're fictional characters, but okay. You're a prude. You're a prude. I am a sex-positive feminine. How can you be a... Chaos Sonic wandered to $1. How long do you expect reset era users will block him? I think it is her. But anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. I'm a sex-positive feminist. That means I support women's rights to control over their own bodies without judgment. That does not extend to 1,000-year-old lowly dragons designed by and for men to get their nasty rocks off. So you just pretty much admitted that you're a hypocrite. You want female, you support women's rights to control over their body, but not other women, but not these women, because these women are designed to please the men. Here's the thing. Here's the problem. As the attitude being described by Reset Era earlier, that we should defend all sex workers, right? Sex workers are doing their best to, you know, sell their nudes on OnlyFans and get money by doing sex work. Do you know what sex work is? Do you know what they do in this sex work? Do you know what they do in OnlyFans? They sell nudes. Do you know who they sell their nudes to? Men! Unless if there are lesbians in the demographic, but it's mostly men. 90% of it is mostly men. You are selling nudes for men. That is perfectly okay. You are sex positive, right? You are allowing women to express themselves sexually and sell their nudes to men. It's okay when men pay money to you, but it's not okay if men don't pay money to you. Because that's the metric here. That's the metric that I'm seeing. It's okay if the men actually pay for the nudes. It's okay for women to be sexualized if the men actually pay for the nudes. But it's not okay if the women are fictional and therefore they can't get paid. I mean, how are you going to pay fictional women? They are attitubers, but That's a different conversation. But anyway, that does not extend to 100. What if she chose to wear it? She's not fucking real, you drooling bottom feeder. Yes. She's not fucking real, you drooling bottom feeder. Yes, she isn't real. Therefore, you cannot apply your motivation to the character in the same way that we cannot either. What makes you correct? What makes you correct? Call the night, donate $1. More of OnlyFans sales to Sims. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, she's not fucking real, you drooling bottom feeder. Yes, they're not real. Therefore, your argument that they're made to please men is invalid as well. You are assuming the creator's intent. We can also assume the creator's intent and we would also be as equally correct as you. We can go on and on about this. Jeez. She can't decide anything because it's a fictional construct. Yes! 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 That is true! But how is this an argument against us? This is an argument against you. You are the one who wants these women to be treated like people. But they are fictional characters though. Anna donated $2. So fictional women should not be treated as sex objects and real women should be treated as sex objects. I think y'all get this backwards. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Seriously. Men are sexualized too. Call me when we get dick physics in video games, then we'll talk about male sexualization. Aha! This is where you get the wrong. This is where you get it wrong, lady. This is where you get it wrong. Here's how to please the ladies, okay? How the video game industry please the ladies. They just need the men to be attractive. That's it. They just need the men to be attractive and sometimes occasionally show their abs. Because women who play video games and love fictional men are just that easily pleased. They don't need them dick swingings, the nasty dick physics in video games. Have you played literally any otome game ever? All they did, they almost never show any sex scenes because a lot of otome games are centered on the romance and the men looking attractive, looking hot. They don't need to show abs or fan service. Sometimes they do. And the fan service is only sometimes because the women are that easily pleased. It's different to men and women. Men might not have it enough to just have a visual novel that have the characters to actually be wholesome and pleased. They also need that raw hentai scene and the characters to have big massive honkers. Men are unfortunately, in terms of fictional women, are just not that easily pleased. But women, I can, without a shadow of a doubt, I can tell women are very easily pleased. Or at least women in general. I don't know about you in the chat. Maybe some people you in the chat, maybe some women or women aligned people in the chat might want to have them dick physics in their video games. I mean, it's nice. I mean, again, I'm not complaining. I mean, if you're going to put a dick physics in a video game, go right ahead. Go right ahead and put them dick physics. That's great. Go right ahead, put them dick physics, put them butt physics, put them freaking abs physics if that's a thing. If you're into chubby men, put them chubby men in the game. Put any sorts of men you want. I don't care. As long as it pleases you. But unfortunately, the reality of the situation is the video game industry is still being populated by men and not a lot of developers, not a lot of women, especially women in gaming enthusiasts are interested in those type of games. The type of games that, you know, sexualize men. They get sexualized men in other departments. So, but I'm just a man. I'm just one man. I'm not speaking for every woman, but anyway, I'm just speaking to my personal general observation. Anyway. Vote with your wallet. Gee, it's almost as if this is an epidemic in gaming and finding games in genre we like, with gameplay we like, a story we like, characters we like, and no bullshit designs anywhere to be found in a fucking cis-fee task. Fucking great games have this problem. Skyrim... Fucking great games have this problem. Skyrim. No. It is hilarious.
No.
It is hilarious for you to assume that Skyrim is a great game. Nah, fam. It's an okay game at the very best. Dragon Age Origins, boob armor. Boob armor everywhere. If we voted our wallets, we wouldn't be able to play fucking anything. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Both Dragon Age and Skyrim are old games. Dragon Age Origins, what, like 2009? Skyrim is like 2011? There are a lot of games that have been released since then that don't have sexualized women. Prey, for example, that doesn't have women that are sexualized. Horizon Zero Dawn, if you're into that sort of thing. I mean, I'm not. I played the game. I finished the game. It was meh, but hey, if you're into that sort of thing, go right ahead. I don't know why people are not citing the reboot Lara Croft as a bad thing, because Reboot Lara has some, okay, fine. Reboot Lara has some bland story and everything like that. It was a much better story than the original, but Reboot Lara still have some really nice stacks, my guy. I mean, I can't exactly cite Reboot Lara because she still has them stacks. Why am I talking about Lara Croft stacks? Let's make this stream. Let's talk about Reboot Lara Croft stacks. It's the stack. The stack. Naoto, this is your stack. They wouldn't happen to get it wrong, did they? But anyway, where's I? Where was I? If we voted with our wallets, we wouldn't be able to play fucking anything. Well, the problem is, here's the problem. When you make the statistics or the statement that video games, that half of women who play video games are, you know, gamers. Sorry, half of gamers who play video games are women. Half of gamers who play video games are women. Well, if half of them are women, then we would see more and more games that feature more and more attractive men. Actually, we still do see games that feature more and more attractive men. It's just that, well, not a lot of women have the effort. I mean, you can go play Devil May Cry 5, for example, if you think the characters in Devil May Cry 5 are attractive. The men, at least. I mean, Devil May Cry have some really good husbandos. I mean, Dante's a pretty good husbando, but anyway. Not that I'm saying that. my wife, girlfriend, sister, daughter, gardener, friend's cousin, sister-in-law, and mother's dogs, walkers, chemist doesn't think it's sexist. Then she can come on here and make an account and speak for her own damn self, can't she? Assuming that she actually exists, of course. Okay. This person over here on Reset Era says that you people on the chat, the women and the women-aligned people in the chat who disagree with her, you just don't exist. You're just a figment of everybody's imagination. You just don't exist. You don't exist, guys. Just letting y'all know that you are fake news. Women who disagree with this particular Reset Era poster, or women-aligned people that disagree with this particular Reset Era poster, are fake news. Anyway, Johnny Vindi the Hyena donated $5. Translation: I'm lazy and I hate men looking at hot girls, which I also fucking hate. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Anyway, you don't speak for all women. Neither do you. No. Sorry, I missed that. Lamau, typical prudish Americans. In my sexually liberated country, we don't care about these things. I'm not American. A vast proportion of women in this thread are not American. This is a universal problem. The problem is a lot of video games are centered on Americans. A lot of video games are developed these days are centered primarily on Americans because they're made by American companies. A lot of depends on the video games, at least. Actually, a lot of video games depends, like France and Canada or whatever. It depends on the video games. But in terms of its story and setting and characters and everything like that, I can tell you for sure that a lot of video games are very American-centric. Even Metal Gear Solid is very American-centric. But still, you don't speak for all women. Neither do you. Now what? Well, I don't speak for all women, but clearly there are women in the chat who disagree with you. They don't necessarily have to agree with me, but they can disagree with you. So, unless you're going to say that they're fake news, which in that case, good luck for denying reality. Okay, what is this? Female armor bingo. Oh yeah, this person cited female armor bingo, whatever. Okay, I suppose female armor bingo, rhetoric edition. Can I play this? No, I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna waste some time to play this. Let's think of a female character. Let's think of 2B. Okay. Actually, you know what? Never mind. That's a waste of time. We're moving on from that. What is this? Daily reminder that much anime is disordered. Porn giving its viewers unrealistic expectations of women anime. Huh. So what you're saying is both porn and anime are giving its viewers unrealistic expectations of women. Not really. Not really, but at least depends on the person who consume it. I mean, I suppose there are people out there. I mean, aren't most people that everybody, every single anime fan that I encountered are completely aware that 3D women are bad. They are completely aware that they are able to distinguish between fiction and reality, that they actually want women in the real world to be like the women in their anime, but unfortunately women in the real world are not like the ones in the anime. Oh yeah, but it is actually, that kind of proves the point, isn't it? Giving its viewers unrealistic expectations of women. My point is they're not really trying to pursue the real women. They're just mostly pursuing the 2D animes because 2D animes are the best and 3D women are not. But anyway, oh yeah, this person has a hidden reply. The reason why I want to cite this particular post is that this person has a hidden reply. Hidden replies are always the next funniest freaking thing that I've seen in internet, because every single time you look at the hidden reply, the person hides something, and the thing that they hide is always fucking amazing. And the one thing that they hide is women in big tits. I feel sorry for you. This is a gif of women with big tits. Isn't that Psylocke? I forgot the character. I forgot the actors who play it. That's Psylocke from X-Men. I forgot the actors who play it. But seriously, nice hidden reply. This is some really nice hidden reply. Olivia Munn. There you go. Nice stack. Nice them stacks. But anyway, let's move on from women and sexualization and talk about this. Before we go to that, Talon's donate to $1. Does this unrealistic expectation stuff apply to women and the anime boys? That is actually kind of true as well. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But anyway, let's talk about this. This is the funniest thing that I have ever seen throughout this entire year. This is straight up one of the funniest things that I've seen throughout this entire year. No, simply donate to $1. The only unrealistic expectation of women is that women in anime are nice. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But let's talk about this. So we have an account here named Loping Pandas Nvidia. So this account says this on a tweet. Did you know that folks have started putting their pronouns on their resumes? Being seeing an uptick in the ones I've reviewed at my job. I have immediately trashed them. Not because I care about how they identify, but because I just know they'd be a pain in the ass to work with. So this particular account over here puts in the bio, makes a hot take on Twitter about hiring people, and then put in his bio that he is working on Bethesda. Do you know what happens next, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what happens next? I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all can see this coming. The Karens are coming in. You'll get what's coming to you, trust me. The world is changing and people stating their pronouns is more common than ever. You'll be a miserable little loser who hates their life because the thing that upsets them is everywhere. Your quality of life will go down. Another reason why you shouldn't buy Bethesda games. Okay, before I go on, this person is not actually working in Bethesda. This person only states in the bio that he's working in Bethesda. Is actually not working in Bethesda. It just states in the bio that he's working in Bethesda. So, this person works for Bethesda. No, this person does not work for Bethesda. I understand some people are trash, but they took this bait hook, line, and sinker. I fucking love it. And given that they're talking about how they performed their job poorly, is it unreasonable to ask Bethesda to remove this person? They fell for it. I fucking love it. They fell for the troll. It's amazing. Love it. Love it so much. To move this person to a position where their discriminatory attitude is an illegal liability. Holy shit. My God. My God. I don't know about y'all, but say what you want about people who have pronouns in the bio. There are people who have pronouns in the bio that are, okay, not all of them, but there are people out there who are okay people, but still, doesn't doing all of this kind of prove your point? Doing the Karen, oh, I'm going to contact the manager over here, kind of proves his point that you're not exactly the type of people that will be good in any sort of workplace. I mean, come on, y'all. By the way, this is literally illegal. This qualifies for job discrimination and goes against federal law. Sick'em. Denying people employment during a pandemic due to stupid online culture war BS to own the libs. I don't think this is just stupid culture war BS. Or at least the people who have pronouns in the bio don't just treat it as if it's a culture war BS. They treat it as if it's a real thing that they have to identify. They have to identify as a certain pronoun, as a certain identity, so that they can be good with the LGBT people, plus, whatever. So it's not just a culture war BS, or at least the people who own, or the people who have pronouns in the bio don't treat it as culture. You know what? I'm just gonna put pronouns in my bio just for the lols. Just I'm gonna make an anti-SJW. Sorry. I'm going to make SJW take on Twitter, and I'm just gonna put my pronouns in the bio just for the lols, and see how much people fell for it. But anyway. That's for a plan for another time. You know what? I wouldn't want to work for a boss like you anyway. This just screams controlling asshole to me. Do you support discriminatory hiring practices, Bethesda Studios? If so, why? Oh, man. It's the funniest thing. They fell for it. Every single... It goes on! And the people are falling for it. Look at this. It's the funniest fucking shit. Oh my god. These Karens, man. Congratulations. You've single-handedly opened Bethesda up for a discrimination lawsuit. Ooh, I've never put my pronouns on my resume, but if that takes me out of consideration by asshats like you, I'm gonna start doing it. Again, you know what? I'm probably gonna start doing it as well just to troll people. Well, Bethesda, do you want to deal with this, or do you want to let lawyers deal with it? I bet those aren't the only resumes to, this fuck immediately throws away because they'd be an HR nightmare. I hope Bethesda does something about the raging transphobe they hired who throws away applications from trans people regardless of their qualifications. Seems pretty unprofessional to me. Also, just an aside, but here's a pro tip for you. Pronouns on Pokemon cards. Oh my god. Tone it down, looping. God damn. Fuck off, transphobe. How dare you at this homophobia at me? What? You're abusing a proud, openly gay man. Oh yeah, this is a gay man, by the way. I'm so disgusted I can't even. You dingleberries actually think that this kind of shit is clever, don't you? But that's what you're doing though. You're criticizing a gay man for stating his opinion. How dare you? You raging homophobic. And even even recent era fell for it. Bethesda employee traces job applications that list pronouns. I read this guy was a prominent Gamergate figure in the past as well. I do vaguely recall a panda avatar. That Twitter bio. This Twitter post marks them as PR time bomb. What a piece of trash, just straight admitting to tossing applications because people clarified how they prefer to be spoken to or about. How can you be dumb enough to post on your personal account? Because it's not dumb. It is not dumb. Even somebody who is verified. Editor at Nintendo Wire, he or him. That's a huge red flag that bars you at HR time bomb. Can basically be read as, we think pronouns are silly, and if you can't take the joke, you'll report us to HR. Can't be having that. Like maybe if you treat people with a modicum of respect in the first place, HR wouldn't need to get involved. This is how boys club propagates and gets worse and worse, to the point it explodes violently, as we've seen several times over in recent months. Of course it's fake, that it's just kind of sad and confusing. Of course if it's fake, then this is just kind of sad and confusing. No, this is fucking hilarious. I mean, the ones who are sad and confused are you guys. You guys are the ones who are falling for this. This motherfucker just creates the best comedy ever 10 out of 10 on Twitter. And it's free. It's free, y'all. It's free. Internet comedy is the best fucking thing. God bless Loping. This is some good shit. I'm gonna give Loping some good God bless for providing us some free, absolutely free internet fun content. It's free. This is comedic shit. This is the funniest fucking shit. God bless. It's free real estate. Oh man. Be right back. I gotta take this call. Yeah, this guy is 100% fake. It's actually beyond obvious that this is fake. You are playing into this guy's hands. Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. Now, everybody just realized that it's fake. But seriously, love it. Free content. Much thanks to Bethesda for confirming that despite his bio claim, this jerk does not work for them. He is a Gamergate wannabe edgelord who just likes to stir people up. I have deleted the tweets I made earlier linking him to Bethesda. He's still a dirtbag. He is an amazing troll. Y'all got trolled. Y'all got played. Y'all played yourselves, y'all. Also, I tried to check on this person's tweet, and apparently I am blocked. I am blocked by this person. This is not some other people's screenshot. I am blocked by this person because apparently I followed this. I followed this account, I guess. But anyway, it goes on. I'm sure you've been told this already, but you are aware of this by throwing resumes that have pronouns on them. You have violated the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The Supreme Court ruled 3 months ago that excuse me, that does protect transgender workers. You know you publicly admitted to violating the Civil Rights Act, like blatantly violating it. Are you prepared for the legal repercussions of that? Resume headers are intentionally scrubbed of identifying information before they reach me. Again, he's just role-playing as the Bethesda guy at this point. If you put identifying info in anything after the initial header, I have to trash it. Incidentally enough, this is to prevent hiring discrimination. Even if I didn't have to bin it, not being able to follow something that's highlighted everywhere as best standards and practice is still a bit red flag, waving proudly in the wind. Damn, he's committed to the role-playing. God bless. Not gender identifiers. Also, if that were legally necessary, then the pronoun sections would also have to be scrubbed. And throwing out resumes for having gender makers, once again, is a violation of Civil Rights Act. Jeez, you're salty, man. Like, this is literally federal offense shit. You brag about Twitter, it's widely screenshotted. Okay. Cool. Still not legal to admit to throwing out resumes for having gender identifiers. Like, you would have totally gotten away with this, but you literally admitted to it on Twitter. Plenty of places do just throw out resumes for having gender makers, but none of them are dumb enough to brag about. Damn, you are salt. And this is before this person knows that he's not actually working in Bethesda. So, yeah. Case it goes on and on and on and on and on. Could you give me email addresses as well? Want to make sure to be able to send the evidence, plus my disabilities make it difficult to talk on the phone. Okay. I'm not sure he'd appreciate freely giving email address to strange internet randos, but the phone number I provided can connect you to the relevant internet. That's a fake phone number, by the way. I can't call people because of autism. Why? Okay. Okay. Oh, and also, it's literally a supervisor's jobs to listen to over these things, so they want mine. Oh, you have autism. I am on the autism spectrum. Yes. I couldn't tell. Jeez. Okay, Jesus. Hey, if you want to make fun of me, I also have ADHD, OCD, and PTSD. Go ahead and laugh about me seeing my friends die in a fire. I know you want to. Dude. Jeez. You know what? You've changed my mind. I was wrong to think I'd be bad for my coworkers to be trapped with y'all in 8 to 10 hours at a time. I see you love laughing at people who have autism because you yourself are also on the spectrum and still haven't been diagnosed. Yes, that's it. Okay, so both of y'all are autistic. I feel sorry but only a little. I looked closer and saw that clearly you only pretend to work at Bethesda because I guess you think that's funny. It kind of is. It is funny. Especially when a lot of people fell for it. This is clearly a troll, and you fell for it. It worked. It worked against you. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny, y'all. Look at the amount of people who fell for this. And even Bethesda themselves, Bethesda Senpai noticed this and say they do not work for us. Imagine creating such a commotion, loud enough, trolling so hard, trolling so much that the company that you use for your trolling app is actually noticing you senpai. It's fucking amazing. It is just the funniest fucking troll app that I've ever seen in my entire life. One of the funniest, man. I mean, Jesus. 6760 donate to $1. Pulling the autism card, haven't heard that before. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But man, yeah, so many people got salty about this. It's just what the fuck is this? Adult baby struggles to find work as employers don't like him wearing nappies. Well, since we're in the topic of people being hired for jobs and everything like that, and I think what the entire point of this entire trolling app is that the people who have pronouns in the bio are in general not very pleasant people to deal with. And unfortunately, they have proven these people right. And now we got this stupid ass news about how an adult baby struggles to find work as employers don't like him wearing nappies. Well, maybe try to find work where you don't have to show yourself that you wear nappies. I mean, That anyway, that is the stream for today, ladies and gentlemen. That is the stream for today. So much. I've had way too much fun on that. The trolling up is the funniest fucking shit in a while. So I'm just gonna say thank you so much for joining in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute blast. It's so much fun. Lots and lots of people getting wrecked. Lots and lots of people being hypocrites and everything like that. It's just fun. Oh man, it's fun. It's fun. It's been fun. Hopefully that last article was not satire. Actually, it is true. Well, I suppose we're just gonna end the stream with a high note. I hope y'all enjoy your weekends. I'll see you on the next stream. Take care.